Step into the day with the dawn ringing in my ears. Oh, I tune to my TV show. No better way, I gotta get myself into gear. Let's go. Oh, and I feel good today with my wake up in the morning Expresso. I feel good today. It's my feel good.
Oh, very good morning. Welcome to it. I'm going to try and say this without bursting out crying. It's Friday. I couldn't do it because I'm so happy. It's Friday, baby. Yeah, we're going to rock you into the weekend with, of course, one of our absolute favorites, and he knows it. And he really loves being here, and we love having him here even more. His name is Arno Carstens. He's back in the house. He's going to be performing live just for us ahead of the weekend to get us into the field. Then on to today's menu, we've got a feast of notes. So get this, we've got a recipe for you. We've got pizza toasts, okay? We're going to put a little bit of spin there. We've got gingerbread Christmas tree coming your way, and we've got chicken bites with sticky barbecue sauce and egg fried rice. Then we've got spicy chorizo stuffing, because we didn't get to that during our last culinary hotline bling, ting, 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 and we really needed to. And then we've got a lazy Christmas lunch platter for if you just got nothing left in you and you just want to feed the masses, but you don't have the energy to cook. And then, of course, we've got beautiful, just to round it off, get this, a peppermint chocolate bark shake. Oh, my word. We have got the full calorie load from Christmas to Boxing Day in this morning's show, and we love it. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Graham Richards. Such a pleasure to welcome you, but let's get the show officially underway with those news headlines. Mr. Rald Mornay is standing by.
It's almost the news headlines. Before we get into that, G, don't worry. We're first going to chat to our people. And that's what we do every morning, and we love doing it because we are so grateful for having you as a part of our family this morning. So the question this morning is, if you could eat any food forever, right? Yes, I literally mean forever. What would that food be? And would you ever get tired of it? I hope not. Now, I can think of many things that people might mention. When it comes to this, I can think of chocolates, definitely on the list. Cakes, definitely on the list. I've heard people talking about Gatsby's as well. I don't know about you, but when it comes to just a simple drink like this, I could throw down any day. Of course, that's the question we have for you this morning. What is the food that you could eat forever and never get tired of it? We'd love to know on our social media channels. Come through and let us know, and have a beautiful start to your day. Cheers, Mzansi.
Thank you so much, Al. Let's get into those news headlines now and start here in South Africa, where 4 rhinos, including a pregnant female, have been killed and another injured at the Inverdoorn Private Game Reserve near Cape Town. The large caliber rifle shells from weapons fitted with silencers were allegedly identified at the scene. 100,000 Rand reward is being offered to anyone who has information that will lead to the successful arrests of those involved. Our owner, Cyril Durman, said yesterday they have already instituted a private forensic investigative team and private investigators on a local, regional and national level to vigorously pursue the poachers. We have shot at Inverdoorn many times before. We certainly send our thoughts to their incredible team right now. Now, Eskom's senior manager for maintenance and operations in Gauteng, Mashangu Shivambu, says 70% of customers do not pay for their electricity consumption. He says this has led to reckless use, causing serious and dangerous damage to the power grid. Now, residents of Dipkloof in Soweto blocked the N1 in the vicinity of the township earlier this week after being without electricity for 2 weeks. Eskom has cut off power to parts of Dipkloof, after suffering losses of some 96 million Rand in the past 8 months alone due to illegal connections. Now, casting a wider gaze on the international front, the UN World Food Programme has suspended the distribution of food aid in 2 villages in northern Ethiopia after gunmen looted the programme's warehouses. Now, the UN says members of the rebel forces in the Tigray region detained staff with firearms and then fled with large quantities of essential food supplies. Residents of the region are facing severe famine due to an ongoing civil war between the government and regional forces in the area. After more than a year of fighting, some 9 million people are in need of emergency food supplies as we speak. then the World Health Organization, or the WHO, has expressed concern that wealthy countries will start to again hoard COVID vaccines in response to the rapid spread of the new Omicron variant. Now, this could threaten supplies to nations where most people are still unvaccinated, many in Africa. Some wealthy countries are accelerating the rollout of a booster shot in response to Omicron. However, the WHO says administering primary doses should be the priority. Now, richer nations are urged to continue donating vaccine doses to underserved countries to address what has become a dangerous inequity in access. And a few mornings ago, we brought you the news of Tim Gray and his family of New York State in the US, who set a world record for the most Christmas lights on a residential property. Now it's time to meet Thomas Jeromen and his family. They're from Lower Saxony in Germany, and they love, clearly, Christmas trees. Lots and lots and lots of Christmas trees. Now, the Jeromen family has scooped the world record for having the most decorated Christmas trees in one place. This after putting up some 444 trees. I wonder why not 445? We'll never know, and covering them with more than 10,000 decorations in their apartment. Now, each of the trees was painstakingly and uniquely decorated by hand using 300 strings of fairy lights for the project. And it's currently not known how much the family spent on the decorations, but we can only guess it must have been quite a stack of cash. I'm sure Santa will know where to find them. That's where we leave our news headlines. Let's delve into the sport ahead of the weekend. Let's start with football. Lots of anticipation ahead of this one this weekend. Liverpool legend Steven Gerrard will be returning to Anfield for the first time as a manager when he leads out Aston Villa tomorrow as their new coach. Now, the former Liverpool skipper has won 3 of his 4 games as the Villa boss and will be looking to get one over Jurgen Klopp, who gave him his first job in management at Liverpool's academy, you might remember. Now, elsewhere, league leaders Man City, they'll be licking their wounds after their European action this week as they face Wolves, while Chelsea, they're up against Leeds. Then we've got Arsenal hosting Southampton, and Man United, they're away to Norwich. Then on Sunday, Spurs travel to Brighton, and Leicester will be facing Newcastle United. And then let's bring it back home for more footballing news. Runaway league leaders at the moment, Mamelodi Sundowns, know they can't take anything for granted when they come up against their fierce Tshwane rivals. This one is definitely going to be a big one for them over the weekend. SuperSport United on the cards. Sundowns, though, have 10 of their 14 league games so far under the belt with the win, and this season has certainly been theirs to take. SuperSport have only won 1 of their last 4 matches. Before that clash, Orlando Pirates host TS Galaxy, and then Cape Town City, they're away to Baroka. Then on Sunday, Kaizer Chiefs will play up against the surprise outfit, high-flying Sekhukhune United. Then it doesn't get much bigger than this on 4 wheels. After 21 races and countless memorable moments during undoubtedly one of the craziest and most entertaining Formula One seasons ever, it all comes down to one race. 7-time defending champion Lewis Hamilton and title rival Max Verstappen will duke it out for World Championship honours as the 2 drivers head into the final race of the season level on points. Now, as if that isn't dramatic enough, there might be some added spice given that what happened obviously in the last race, a couple of bumps and a couple of illegal overtaking manoeuvres. Now, Hamilton and Verstappen came together more than once in Saudi Arabia, in fact, before the Brit won out to set up this thrilling season finale. And there is an air of uncertainty about who the winner is going to be, but one fact is guaranteed: history will be made on Sunday. Now on to rugby news. Rugby World Cup winning prop Vincent Koch has joined English Premiership side Wasps. That's ahead of their next season. The 31-year-old played over 100 games for Saracens during a 6-year stay that saw him win European and Premiership titles. When making the move, Koch said that it's time for a change and a new challenge as he looks forward to the next chapter of his career. Wasps are currently 9th on their Premiership table with just 3 wins from 9 matches. Well, stick around. We're going to delve a little deeper into all of our weekend sporting highlights in just a moment. Right now, though, let's set the tone ahead of the weekend. Some of those temperatures and what we can expect on the weather front.
Thank you so much, G. Now, to start the weather of this morning, and we have some exciting and possibly very celebratory news. Now, with most of the world's coral reefs in a declining or poor state, mainly due to global warming, there's encouraging news from Indonesia. Now, scientists who eavesdropped on a restored coral reef in that country say their recordings of fish whooping, croaking and growling of the reef coming back to life. Yes, now over a decade, the reef had been reseeded with new corals, and the researchers used underwater microphones to record at the site. Now the sounds, some of which have never been recorded before, provide an audible measure of the health of the reef, researchers say. Now they published their findings in the Journal of Applied Ecology, and the team also compared the recordings they captured at the restored reef to healthy reefs nearby, and to very degraded reefs close to the same site. Now, restored reefs sound more like the healthy, thriving reefs. What great news to start our weather update this morning. I feel like we need a fist pump for that one to celebrate. Now, we are, of course, heading into summer here in South Africa, which means earlier sunrises. Now, our crew is loving it, and as such, have decided to end the week off with an Expresso edition of Sunrise Submissions. And first up on the list, we have Baz Newman. Our very own talented social media manager captured these two stunning shots as he was leaving for work, with the second one on his way to our studios here in Cape Town. I like that, my man. Not just a stylish dude, but you can take some good pictures too. Kudos to you. Now, Lena Peterson, our boss babe live show producer, took this absolutely beautiful shot of the sky filled with yellow hues amongst the clouds. I see you, Lena, and I see the rest of you, Mzansi. Thank you so much for sending these pictures in. Look how it's making me smile. I'm telling you right now, the rest of the studio is too, and we are forever grateful for that. But for now, let's take a look at the temperatures for the day. Starting off in Polokwane, your low is 17 and a high of 27 degrees, 55% thunder showers coming through. Mbumbela carries on with the thunder showers, low of 20 and a high of 31. Pretoria, the thunder showers continue, 17, moving up to 27 for the day. In Johannesburg, however, no thunder showers or rain expected, but you do have clouds. 15 is your low, moving up to 25 degrees. Up in Mahikeng, no rain. 18 is your low, moving up to 30 degrees Celsius. Klerksdorp, however, continues with the thunder showers, starting off at 18, moving up to 31 degrees. And then in Kimberley, much the same with the rain. 17 being your low and a high of 31 degrees. Bloemfontein seems to be carrying on with the tradition of the rain today. 15 being your low and a high of 29 degrees. However, Richards Bay seems to be a little bit more sunny. 24 being your low and a maximum of a nice warm 34 degrees Celsius. Pietermaritzburg, however, back in the game with the thunder showers. 18 is your low with a high of 32 degrees. And then moving over to Durban, nice and sunny day for you. 23 being your low, moving up to a scorching 29 degrees Celsius for the day. And then moving over to Mthatha, thunder showers coming through on your side of the world. 18 being your low, moving up to 34 degrees. And then in East London, no rain on your side of the world. 21 being your low, 28 being the maximum. And Cradock, very similar with a high of 35. Your day start at 18 degrees. And then moving over to Mbecha, where your day starts at 19, moving up to 25 degrees Celsius. And George, very similar conditions with a low of 17 and a high of 23. Moving over to Cape Town, 15 being your low, moving up to a high of 24 degrees for the day. And Worcester, very similar with a low of 14 and a high of 31 degrees. Sutherland, the chilliest parts of many mornings. Your day starting at 9 degrees, but moving up to a nice warm 29 degrees Celsius. And then last but not least, Uppington. Get the umbrellas out, get the hats out, get the suntan lotion on. Your day starting at 20, but moving all the way up to 37 degrees Celsius. Well, for now, that's a wrap on all the news and the weather and the sport. But for now, it's time to check in with Chi and find out what's happening with the rest of the show.
So after my 5-minute monologue this morning, you know we are cooking. We are cooking a lot this morning. I think I'm most excited about our chorizo stuffing. I know there were a couple of answers or questions we couldn't get to on our culinary hotline bling last week or this week, so we'll try and get to that. I know Chef Clem is in the house. Then I think someone's getting his hair did or something. I can hear like a fan going in the background, beautifying himself for a solo performance. Who is it? Who could it be? Oh, look at it! It's an Arno Carstens in the jungle. We love him to bits. He's here with another solo effort that's going to blow your mind. We cannot wait. We'll see you in a sec. Mooi bra.
Nespresso New Virtuo. With a single touch and innovative technology for a generous crema. And unique moments to share. Virtuo. Standards are meant to be broken. Nespresso. What else?
last have the three of us been together. Let's do it.
We will be able to roll this out pretty much immediately. I've got this.
You both better be on that plane tomorrow.
Our Monati keeps friendships flourishing with freebie SIM-only 6 gigs at $289 per month with loads of extras.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. Yes, we are excited, not just because it's a Friday, but because we've got absolute royalty in the house today. We are so proud to welcome back our next guest. He is obviously a good friend of ours on the show. We love him. He's a genre-bending, undoubtedly platinum-selling musician who's been called the godfather of South African rock and one of the most prolific songwriters and performers of our time. And that's just what he had to say about himself. I'm talking about Arno Carstens, and he joins us to chat about his brand new album, Out of the Lights Into the Night. But now let's just first get a little look at his single titled Reasons. Enjoy.
Stare at the ceiling. It's a mark of the crash. Wish it's all over. Let's just go to bed. I'll talk without reason. It's everything now. All the time that I hold you, I never let go of.
Clever.
Oh,
When I
man.
said that
I don't know what it is, man. I cried the last time you were here. I can feel it starting to come now again.
Whoa,
What's
Dave.
going on, man? What are you
You're
just...
sensitive. You're in touch with your...
I think it's you. I think you're at the moment are tapping into something. Clearly, you're tapping into a massive creative flood at the moment. You were like an elastic band just being pulled during lockdown, and now you've been fired.
Well, in lockdown gave me enough time to record a lot of music, and not all of it was great, but you know, I did so much that I can choose from a lot.
Have you played any of the stuff that you don't like yet?
Yeah, I do. I get very honest answers.
No, buddy. I have obviously a huge amount of appreciation for the journey, but I love the fact that we're in what seems like a new space at the moment. What's inspiring this creativity, dude?
For me, it's always the Noodles album came out. It's wonderful for me because it serves me with the heavy rock thing, so I get that out of me. But
The
then on my
beast will
solo
out.
side, I can do something else again. So this is more of a pop alternative album, my new solo album. And I'm busy working on the new Afrikaans album for next year, so that's going to be fantastic.
And is this how it's going to roll now? Every time we're going to get another Nude Girls, we're going to get another solo project, and we're going to...
That is my cunning plan.
I absolutely love it. How good was it? Because you had a brief window to be able to tour and actually be out there and do the old stuff and do the new stuff with the Nude Girls. How was that?
That was fantastic. I was surprised at how fit I am.
Really? Well, you look amazing. I was flirting with you before we went
Yes.
live, saying you so... Is this just a natural kind of manifestation of life, or do you train? Do you do yoga? What do you do?
I eat a lot. I really do eat a lot. And I don't know what's going on. I'm just lucky.
You really are, man, and you are sharing that with the rest of us. I love the fact that we're starting to feel a bit more positivity now. I know we still aren't quite out of the woods yet, but there seems to be a bit more of a groundswell of positivity. I get the feels, out of the light into the night. What are you wanting people to get out of it? What was the motivation for you for this song?
Just a bit of introspection, maybe a little bit here and there, a little bit of celebration. The album has got all the personalities of the human emotion. That's how I think about albums. You're gonna laugh a bit, you're gonna cry a bit, it takes you on a journey.
I'll cry.
So this one is also a journey. It's just got very different sounds, but you've never heard me like this maybe before in some or other ways.
Why take that route? What part of
Because
that?
you've got to always push the envelope. You've got to do something different. You can't stay the same all the time. It utterly bores me. So That's why I love artists like Prince and people who just reinvent themselves, and that's the way it should be.
It really is. The fans kind of demand it. I think you're in a difficult place, though, because we want new stuff. We want to see you kind of doing new, but we also want that.
The old.
We need that.
Yes.
I think we felt that with the Nude Girls performance, why we were all in tears and why it was such an amazing thing. Do you feel that now, that nostalgia, that joy of where you've come from, or is it all about the new stuff?
Man, it was so crazy on tour that people will come to us and say, let's buy you drinks and all these things that we used to do when we were in our 20s.
I can't do that anymore.
And I was like, and you could see their hearts breaking because you're like, nah, I don't know. I'm gonna go home now, after the show. And then, so there's a lot of, we're all grown up a little bit, but still, the shows are as, there's mosh pits and there's a lot of energy, and the Nude Girls are kicking, you know what I mean?
I love it, man. I love that we get to see both sides of your personality, the hard rocker and the softer side.
Yes.
And we cannot wait to see that softer side this morning. It's going to hit us in the fields. Undoubtedly, the sound check was enough to give me goosebumps. So stick around. It's an Expresso exclusive. Arno Carstens is going to be performing songs from his latest solo album, Out of the Light Into the Night. Stick around.
The legend is in the house. I can't tell you how pumped we are. And of course, to send us into the weekend too, we're absolutely blessed. But it is time to break bread. And I'm here with my compadre, Chef Chumi. We're doing something special. We're doing something with bread. It's an important thing in our lives. I think we've pretty much had it almost every day for many of us, right?
It's important, it's simple, it's easy, it's filling. And that's all it needs to be.
That's all that it is. And we talk about bread, and it's so important because there's a comment that I always like to make, and it's a quote that I think you'd love right now because it's very pertinent. Good bread is most fundamentally satisfying of all foods, and good bread with fresh butter, the greatest of feats. Now, I think James Beard, who spread the butter thick with this line, because nothing beats a fresh out the oven, delicious loaf of bread. Now, myself and Chumi are going to be showing you all kinds of wonderful ways to make a meal from Sunbake's delicious range of breads. And I know breakfast is the most important meal of the day, so we've already made some scrumptious French toast breakfast buns over here. You can see them kind of down there on the side. And it's time, of course, to add to that and start with our little pizzas. You excited?
I'm excited. I love the fact that these recipes, one, are so simple, but two, you've got so much variety and things you can do with them.
And also the fact that, like, when I think of bread, I get nostalgic because I think of, like, French toast. I think of hole in the bread. I think of things like little pizzas when I couldn't afford a pizza back home, and this was such a convenient way to make my own little perfect slice. So it's like a kid again for me.
I know exactly what you mean.
All right, so what are we doing, and why do we have a clove of garlic next to the bread? What's going on here?
You know, you mentioned about butter, right? A nice slather of butter. But also when there's the butter there, you miss additional flavor. You want additional flavor in your bread. So if you're going to be making this pizza bread, and lots of people want to put extra garlic on their bread, I say minus that step altogether. Instead, brush your bread with a clove of garlic, because what that does is that it imparts that garlicky flavor onto your bread. And you can minimize, if you don't want too much garlic, you also don't have to stress about having too much, having to add at the end. So all you do here is just spread it nicely.
And it actually works. I'm feeling the texture of the bread almost acting like a grit that kind of pulls out the flavor from the garlic.
Exactly.
This is pretty smart. You're making garlic bread.
Basically,
fresh garlic
pizza bread toast, you know?
I love that. I absolutely love that. Now, on top of that, the fact that we're talking about this bread, I've got to mention the following. Now, interesting facts and facts of the day. Did you know the following? Now, a loaf of bread, and the longest loaf of bread that was ever baked was, what would you reckon it would be long? Like 50 meters? 100 meters?
Also, me and my metrics and my measurements are
so,
a
like,
problem.
let's say, like,
probably as tall as me. I mean, as tall as me, 1.5. Yeah, I'm not.
What about there? 1.5? Okay, well, it was actually 1.2 kilometers.
Aibo.
Yes, we run kilometers, not meters, kilometers. And honestly, bread has also become such a staple food during the Neolithic agricultural revolution, which was around 10,000 years ago. Now, the Great Fire of London started at the bakery itself. And this is exactly why these ingredients, and it's not just bread. We're not just breaking bread, we're breaking history out here right now. And we're also sending it into the future with this new recipe.
Definitely, that's what we're doing. So the simplicity of it, we've got the base of the tomato sauce. You can go in and do your babies as well, over there.
Okay, yeah,
Because
let's do that.
pizza has to have that beautiful tomato base. We've got our tomato base there. And then into that, we go with our cheese. You can use any cheese of your choice. A lot of people like to put too much cheese, but I like to put very minimal because I want that crustiness of it.
I was going to ask you that, like, how much cheese do you put on? Sometimes, because I don't believe in not having the good foods that you love, so sometimes I'll have a pizza, and when I'm trying to be healthy, I'll say, can you put a little bit less cheese on, and then I think I'm a little bit healthier. Makes me feel prouder about myself. Good strategy, or just always with the cheese?
The thing is, you're going to want some extra cheese at some point, so just rather go in with the amount of cheese you want.
So I'll take that tip, and for this one, we're going all on it with the cheese. Bring it on. Oof. Yes. There we go. Did I take... you got cheese? You good?
I got cheese.
Right.
I'm going to keep it simple. Going to keep it easy.
I like that. Keep it simple. Keep it easy. And some of the best pizzas are the simplest and the easiest. It's all about that preparation.
I agree with that.
Oh, this is looking delicious already, and one thing I've got to mention is that sun-baked bread is also always freshly baked every single day with the rising sun, with only the finest ingredients, and you'll taste it if you ever get a slice of this. And Sunbake is now one of the largest bakeries in South Africa. They're supplying bread, rolls, sweets, and savory buns to various diverse communities and shoppers all around the country. Now, you can find Sunbake at all your major retail outlets. And that's in Gauteng, Limpopo, Mpumalanga, Northwest, and parts of KZN and the Free State. And of course, it's not just the pizza that we made. Like we mentioned over there, we've got those chocolate buns. Can I go have a taste, please?
Please try,
yes.
Not the pizza toast, but maybe try the French toast chocolate spread buns.
It's almost like a chocolate burger.
I know, right?
Oh, how do you even
French
tackle
toast
this?
those and slather them with some chocolate spread. And while he's touring South Africa, don't be worried. You can actually also get this recipe on expressoshow.com. Every single one of these recipes are on there. And get creative with these buns. You can get creative with the buns, get creative with the bread. Just let your mind go wild, right?
My mind, my taste buds and my tummy are going wild right now. Well done on this. This is incredible. Can I have the other one as well?
You can have everything.
Thank you very much.
You can have whatever you like.
See you later.
It's a 1-hour festive dessert celebration on Color Your Plates with Koo. Friday at 7 p.m. as 5 potential cooking stars fight for a spot in the finale.
Create a dessert heroing Koo's range of food products.
And joining the judging panel is radio personality and Expresso presenter Zoe Brown.
This was a good first dessert. It set the standard high.
I'm so covered in cream, I look like dessert.
Who will be Mzansi's next cooking star on Color Your Plates with Koo?
It is the season of this year, Cadbury. Tis the season. Hey, it's not tis. It's not
Tis
is.
the
It's
season
tis.
to be jolly.
It is, okay?
Yes.
Let's tis it, please. But it is the season indeed. Cadbury Dairy Milk is creating the perfect pairing this Christmas with a delicious festive range with enchanting storytelling. Once again, offering South Africans an opportunity to give the greatest gift of all, in my mind, the gift of literacy.
The gift of reading, the gift of imagination, the gift of absolute dreaming and making it materialize. Now, the gift of your words this festive season, and you can be a part of the change, one word, one translation, and one page at a time. Now, we're giving you a word to translate this morning, and of course, with it being Friday and the weekend up ahead, and of course, with Andrew Costners being in the building,
I know.
the word of the day is excitement. Clearly, we all are it right now. So
we really are. This is where we need your help,
Yeah.
guys. So maybe you can post a video of yourself helping us to translate this word into Sepedi or whatever your home language is, so you can help us with the pronunciation. So excitement in Sepedi is thakgalo.
Thakgalo.
Thakgalo. There we go.
I
You
always,
can see the
I always
spelling.
struggle with the G's and the K's, especially when it's different variations of certain languages. Is it a G? It's quite a
tongue gymnastics.
Yeah,
and
man.
we need your help here. That's where we'd love for you guys to help us on our journey. Thakgalo.
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 Well, I'm feeling thakgalo all throughout this day, and the show has only just begun. And you can gift your words this festive season, and I'll co-author a festive theme story to be added to the Cadbury Dairy Milk in our own words library, so that all children can enjoy stories of the most wonderful season. Now, you can visit cadbury.co.za and follow at Cadbury Dairy Milk SA on Facebook or Cadbury_SA on Twitter and Instagram to start translating your words today.
Please get on it and do it. Thakgalo.
Yeah, man, I love it.
Welcome to the kitchen. Bang on your little chuckles truck if you can. Oh, my word. They are taking over. Oh, Christmas is here and sweet delights are exploding all over our kitchen and hopefully your house. Speaking of excitement, let's celebrate moments that matter this Christmas with Woolies' range of delicious chuckles, gifting and foodie items for the whole family. And today we are going to tell you a few jokes so you can chuckle along with us here in studio and talking about jokes. The funniest man alive, Mr. Chef Clem, the Clem chef in the building. What were you doing?
No, I actually have a bed under here.
Oh, is this where you stay?
I live under there.
Now I understand. You were just sneakily waiting to steal one of these chuckles. I mean, I love this. I've already tried one or two, but we're going to need to bring in another jokester if we can. Mr. Wildemorne, come and join us, my friend.
Okay. All right. It's a phenomenon, the way the chuckles have just taken over.
They have, hey?
Right. Okay, have you seen those big chuckles bags, right? Okay, and it's appropriate because those bags so huge, you can just fit everything in.
Can you get a bag of chuckles this big?
Sorry. It's not a bag of chuckles. It's a bag that has a chuckles print on it. Correction. Watch everybody storming out their doors to go and find it. Okay. You've seen the ice cream, right?
Yes.
Taken over the country.
It has in fact done that.
The chuckle celebration cake. It's not even like Christmas yet, or people are like, hey, and going crazy with it. Okay. The trifle was the latest addition. Now the trifle, we're gonna crack into it.
Get out of here! Are you serious?
It is so
What do you even mean?
Delicious. Okay, I want to show you the latest side that.
Silly.
Then the advent calendar. Never really used to be an advent calendar person.
I was, but I
have a child.
in one though. Eh?
30
days in one.
No, have a child, guys, and try and manage the excitement and the anticipation around this with a 4-year-old.
Yeah.
Woo-wee.
They wake up like 4 in the morning and they stand there.
Why are we on the 9th? How did suddenly jump to the 9th?
No,
okay. I get it. Oh, that's beautiful.
This is amazing, the advent calendar. So,
and I did actually, my mom.
Okay.
My mom got this for my little man.
And that's what I'm saying. I wasn't really into it, but then I started getting the chuckles one and using them as gifts.
And how are your fine motor skills? Do you want to find out? By colouring in the back.
Oh, snap. I didn't see that. Nice.
Nice. Okay, so you can open up the number 10 for us along. Then, let's talk about the classics, the ones we know. The chuckles balls.
Am I ready? Do I get to open up the number 10?
Check how excited he is.
I like how he says, my kids are really excited.
But is this a trick and there's no number 10?
Open.
Check. Oh, there.
He couldn't find number 10.
I couldn't. Well,
it's for ages 45 and above.
I just see G waking up in the morning, going to his advent calendar and going, oh, this looks nice. Open. Just pop
All of it.
them
All of it. All of it. Okay.
Oh, it's
And then
Sansy's
blaming
good.
the kids
Okay.
afterwards.
That's
Wow.
Okay, so we've seen the chocolates, like I said, the classics.
Yeah.
But now they come in the beautiful gifting tin. I love the tin that comes in Santa's little delivery van.
That I've got for my boy. Well, I didn't get it, and I'll got it for you.
Little decorations, I think, are also really, really amazing. Again, the innovation that they've gone a step ahead. Oh, can you please show everybody what you got?
Look, I've got a little Christmas tree with crunchy bits in it.
How special. Okay, then we got the cake-sicles. It's a brownie.
What?
Okay, it's a brownie wrapped in chocolate, some chocolates up in there, and they're all shaped like little reindeer. I'm actually going to, let me just take the label for a second so you can kind of see how amazing they look.
Oh, cute, man.
And then,
And a little Rudolph one. Oh, check it out, man.
it's the most exciting.
I don't think his kids have had one chocolate
You
yet.
don't understand, man. It's Christmas, and I am feeling a little emotional about Christmas
Me
this
too.
year. So
Me
I'm
too.
like, I'm there, man. I'm
Me too.
invested today.
Okay, so everyone went crazy when chocolates came out as a slab.
Yeah.
And Woolworths was like, wait, we're not done. And then they came out with the Woolworths chocolate slab. All right?
The grown-up size.
The grown-up.
It's like a mattress that you can sleep on.
It is.
Chuckles,
it is.
malted puffs,
It's
and
bigger
milk
than my
chocolate.
first apartment in Sea Point. It's pretty.
Hold on, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Epic.
Wow.
Then we got the. I love these jars. These are actually decorations right now.
That's very cute,
And
eh?
I've not gone into them. They're absolutely amazing. And then last of all, what we got? These ones.
Oh my God,
Which are the hollow eggs. Okay. Now the one thing about the entire range is all sustainably sourced chocolate. Look at this man's face. Look at that.
Did you just say, is this an Easter egg?
I feel like
this
he's
is
gonna
an
go to
Easter egg
G's
over
house.
Christmas.
He's gonna have a Christmas tree and there's just gonna be chuckles around the whole thing. No,
It's going to be a
decorating.
pile of,
And then
no, you're just going to see Chuckles wrappers everywhere. That's going to be,
Everywhere.
that's
Okay.
going to be, okay, please
I'm gonna
demystify
get into
this
the trifle, but
I mean, what on earth is going on there, man?
Producer said, seeing as it's called Chuckles, and she wants to hear our favorite one-liners, our favorite one-liner jokes.
Oh, gosh.
Okay?
Oh.
Okay. Should I just? I'll start off. Okay, you guys.
Okay.
It's cheesy. I used to be an electrician, and I got fired. And I tell people, they're usually shocked.
I was a little shocked. A horse walks into a bar.
This is something I tell my hikers all the time. They go so fast, they go so far ahead. I tell them, hey, slow down. Don't you Everest?
Now, you know what? You've earned it. Those were some amazing. I'm gonna give you the hollow Easter eggs.
Yay!
Sir, these are
And
all
I'm
for
going to
me.
give
Everyone
you.
needs to know
I don't know
these
what
are
to give you.
mine.
No, you know what? I'm going to give you a little bit of Rudolph for
Thank
your
you.
joke. Thank
Okay.
you.
Okay.
Whoa. What is
Okay.
in this?
Can I? I'm gonna actually lift it up. Okay.
Yeah, you need to talk about this. There's a lot going on here.
Oh,
It
there's
looks
a
so
spoon.
good.
Okay.
Would
You
you-
normally do the voice, but
Yeah.
today, can you read this in your most seductive
Oh,
Raoul
I
Mornay?
wasn't ready. It's still
Layers.
early. Okay.
Layers
All right,
of
I've got
fudgy brownie. Okay, he's gonna go for it. He's gonna go for it.
what camera?
word.
All right, you got this. Layers of fudgy brownie and malty mallow covered in milk chocolate, decorated with dark chalk antlers and melted noses.
Our jokes might have been like puff, but that was amazing.
That was amazing, man. That was absolutely beautiful.
Chef
This
Clem,
is
can I please
crazy.
have that bowl? Because I'm dying to try this.
It's yours. Oh, buddy, you are like Charlie in the Chocolate Factory. That's your vibe, man. You're Mr. Willy Wonka right there. Well, we've got some good news for y'all at home because we are giving away a 1,000 Rand Woolies gift card. Don't you need that before Christmas? And if you want to stand the chance of winning this amazing gift card with 1,000 Rand just for you, go and visit the competition post on the Expresso Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram page. You can see it there quite clearly. And tell us, what is your favorite Woolies chocolate chuckles snack? There are many. And remember to include the hashtag Woolies Christmas, and that competition closes at midday this coming Monday. That's the 13th of December. But you can find all the terms and conditions and all of our recipes and a whole lot of fun on expressoshow.com. You can eat it out of there. You're allowed, bro.
You're allowed to. You're allowed to.
I mean, some like crazy mad scientists got a hold of this. This is just insanity.
Should I
Oh,
do-
do it. Go.
The whole thing.
Go.
Our love language is preparing feasts or wrapping thoughtful gifts. Let your hair down a little and celebrate moments that matter with Woolies.
Summer is as endless as you want it to be this getaway season with your Marriott Bonvoy Stay Longer on Us promotional offer. Get 20% or more off standard room rates when you stay 3 nights or longer at participating Marriott hotels across this magnificent land of ours. To find the participating Marriott hotels at your dream destination and just how good things get when you stay longer on us. Book now on emea.marriott.com.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. You're live with Expresso, and we are about to experience Red and unlock summer with Vodacom's insane Red plans and amazing giveaways. So the first 1,000 to switch to Red this summer will enjoy, get this, a free one-night stay at any Protea Hotel by Marriott, which is awesome because we do that. We go and stay at the Protea Hotel by Marriott all over the country.
Where would you stay if you could, though? I mean, there's so many options. They have beautiful hotels inland and on the
I'm missing the garden route. I'm missing the garden route.
Yeah, the garden route is a goodie. The one in P is also an absolute goodie. There's so much adventure that you can.
I was at the Wanderers yesterday, and it was cool. It's like been my home away from home for the last 2 decades. They've had a facelift, beautiful.
I'm going to put it on my bucket list. But of course, you can also switch to a Red Core plan, which will include the following. It's 3 gigabytes of video ticket, which is 1 gigabyte per month for 3 months in total. You also get theft cover for 4 months for your peace of mind. Free 20 gigabytes of data once off. And of course, take a look at this deal from Vodacom. It doesn't even stop there.
Yeah, man, you can get a Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 3 with 800 minutes Red Core More voice plan, which also includes 5 gigs of anytime and then 5 gigabytes of night owl data, plus 800 minutes for just 1,599 per month. It's one of the hottest devices on the market.
It really
that's over
is.
24 months. Oh, it's so beautiful.
It seems like this deal on its own already seems to have an office built into it. Like you have an entire company just in the palm of your hands, right? And on top of that, I mean, like you mentioned earlier, you get the free Samsung Galaxy Active on top.
And I need an upgrade. It's time. It's time for an upgrade, man.
I mean, come on, what more would you want? Now, you also get the following option. You can also get an iPhone 13 Pro with a 10 gigabyte Red Core More data plan. Now, this includes 5 gigs of anytime data and 5 gigabytes of night owl data. Plus, you also get 800 minutes for 1,679 Rand per month, and that's for 24 months.
Absolutely brilliant. Well, we are clearly giving you the opportunity to really experience Red and unlock summer. These deals are amazing, courtesy of Vodacom this summer. So go and find the Red deal that works for you.
Switch to Red. Enjoy a free night stay at any Protea Hotel by Marriott this summer. Further together, Vodacom.
Back into the kitchen to whip up something truly delicious and oh so festive that hopefully the kids can cook along. We'll see you now.
Let's create together with the Golden Baker Search Junior Edition on Expresso Morning Show. Brought to you by Golden Cloud and Beacon.
So yay, we are feeling the vibes, the festive vibes this morning, because Christmas is literally just around the corner, and this unbelievably festive season, Golden Cloud and Beacon are on the hunt for South Africa's best baking duo, but with a little twist. So to get you inspired to enter the competition with your young one, we are sharing weekly ideas and some amazing tips, some life hacks for winning this bake. Now, this morning we are baking with a man who baked his way, in fact, to the top 3 in the recent epic season of the Taste Master SA. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Jay Miller! Oh, wait. It keeps going. Well done, buddy.
Thank you so much.
Goodness gracious. I can remember seeing your nervous face when the season was first beginning and you kind of walking into the studio all bright-eyed, and you did it, man. You did a fantastic job, so well done, man.
Thank you so much. What an awesome experience. I mean, I could never have asked for anything better. Making it to the final was just so epic. So, yeah, thank you so much.
Well, and I think you've proven to everyone, and hopefully to yourself, that you got the chops, man. You can make it in this industry. So right now, we are creating something that my 4-year-old boy absolutely adores. Well, he loves making it and eating the icing off it. Then my 2-year-old likes eating the leftover biscuits. This is my family's treat, okay? And this is beautiful, and it's festive, and hopefully this will inspire our duos out there who are wanting to enter and hopefully win some amazing prizes. Okay, so get us started. What are we making and how are we doing it?
So today we're doing these cute little gingerbread trees. which are so awesome. I mean, my earliest memories as a child baking with my mom, this rings so true to me. It's something that's so versatile that you can do with your little ones. It's not that complicated.
Yeah.
So that's what we're going to do today.
It's not like a gingerbread house, which has got to be one of the most painstaking, torturous things that you can ever put yourself through. Is this?
No airs and graces.
Easy
It's so
peasy.
simple, but you can zhuzh it up and make it your own. So that's what we're going to do today. So I'm going to get started on the dough.
Okay.
I'm going to ask you to help me with the icing.
I'm ready for you.
So for the icing, it's a simple cream cheese icing with a cinnamon twist. So if I can get you to put your butter into the cream cheese.
Okay, it's nice
I'm
and
gonna cream that
soft.
up.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah,
then I'm
please,
gonna
and
get
that batter must
started
be
on
room
the-
temperature, otherwise you're literally going to get a cramp.
It's got to be soft. And while you're busy with that, I'm going to work on the gingerbread.
I see I've got a mixer. Can I put everything together and just give it a
So
try
you're
or
going
not
to
yet?
cream your butter and your cream cheese with your mixer and then
Right.
slowly incorporate the icing.
Icing sugar. I got you.
And
I
then
got you.
for the gingerbread, it's so simple. You've got 200 grams of butter and 200 grams of sugar. And to that, I'm just going to add 90 mils of golden syrup. And then you just want that to sort of just melt down, and then you can take that off the heat.
Okay.
And then, very simple, your dry ingredients. You've got 250 grams of your golden cloud cake flour.
And it's easy peasy. I love the fact that they pre-make and pre-package everything simply for you.
I always use golden cloud. It's the best flour to use. So you're just going to put your dry ingredients into the bowl.
Slowly. Why do we incorporate the sugar slowly? Why don't we just dump it in there and
That's just to ensure that it incorporates to a nice smooth consistency. So if you put it all at once, you're going to get clumps. It's not going to be that.
It's going to be lumpy and it's not going to be that
you can
beautiful
just
smooth
start
texture.
putting that little by little.
I'm just going to keep topping up gradually. So we ultimately want you, please, if you can, if you feel like you've got the same kind of culinary inspiration in you, it's time to get baking, because we've got an opportunity for you to win and win big. If you get chosen as one of the 5 finalists, get this, you win a 1,000 Rand hamper from Golden Cloud and Beacon, just to say thank you for entering. And of course, then you are obviously going after that grand prize worth 35,000 Rand. Beautiful. Jay, what's the next step for you, buddy? Now that you've had this opportunity, you've proven your mettle, what do you want next?
You know what? I'm just going to revel in this moment for a little bit. I have my own baking competition. So, I have my own baking company, so that's always going to be my go-to, and it's just taking it to the next step.
And hopefully we've seen it with past contestants. The show is what allows you to just take that step up.
I mean, it's, the mentorship, meeting all the mentors and the guest judges. Fritz and Zola were great. So having that reference is just always, so incredible. And that's what I entered for, is to get, more knowledge, I'm a self-taught baker.
Really?
So, I mean, that's what I really came to challenge myself and to get,
to
really
level up, man.
Yeah, to learn
and
to just soar, and that's what happened.
Quickly take us through the final phase.
Okay, so I'm gonna pour my wet ingredients into my dry ingredients there. Okay, give that a stir. And so to this, I've added ground ginger, ground cinnamon, some ground clove, and again, you just want to add it in two additions.
Sure, that's
and really, in this step, you can add whatever you want. So traditionally, with my mom and my gran, we'd add some candied ginger to this.
Oh wow!
You can add some orange rind. You can really make it your own.
And especially, I like the fact that these can be beautiful individualized gifts for people as well. That's where you can get creative. Make it quite bougie. You put a little bit of gold dust on there. Absolutely
exactly
magical. Okay, so once we've shaped our little Christmas tree shapes and parts, how long do they go in the oven for, and how do we wrap it up?
So once you've got your dough ready, you're going to chill it for 30 minutes.
Okay.
And I like to roll it out with this Golden Cloud semolina.
Oh, wow, okay.
So it prevents it from sticking. It also gives it a nice crunch. And then once you've chilled it for 30 minutes, you're gonna roll it out on semolina, cut out your biscuits, and literally 8 to 10 minutes in the oven at 180 degrees, and you're ready.
You're ready to rock and roll. And then the rest is up to you. You can be inspired. You can start piecing those little puppies together. Well, if you think, I'm going to definitely give you a hand. If you think you can one-up Jay and create a winning bake, one that can get you onto national TV, then make sure that you enter the Golden Baker Search Junior Edition. It's the perfect way to bond with your little one this weekend. And who knows, you could be baking live on the show and possibly walking away with that 35,000 rands worth of grand prize. I like the fact that you're being quite liberal with the icing there, buddy. Absolutely beautiful.
I mean, this is the fun part.
Oh, absolutely
and
beautiful.
To this buttercream, I've added some cinnamon, which is really nice. And you know, traditionally, people use royal icing to pipe onto gingerbread.
I love
this. And if you anything like me with a piping bag, I'm horrible with it.
No, I'll take it. This is absolutely perfect. Well, if you're wondering how you can enter and you and your little one can get onto this show live, take a look at this. Oh, that icing is amazing.
Golden Cloud and Beacon are on the search for South Africa's best baking duo this holiday season. So grab your son, daughter, grandchild, nephew or niece and start creating in the kitchen. To enter, look out for our weekly holiday baking inspiration on air and on our social pages. Then create your own special bake with Golden Cloud and Beacon treats. Take a picture and share it on the Golden Baker Search Junior Edition competition post on the Expresso Facebook or Twitter pages or on our website using the hashtag Golden Baker Search. And tell us why you are SA's best baking duo. You could be one of the 5 finalists competing on TV for the grand prize worth 35,000 rand. Let's create together with the Golden Baker Search Junior Edition on Expresso Morning Show. Brought to you by Golden Cloud and Beacon. Entries close on the 18th of December. 5 finalists. 1 winning duo to be crowned live on Expresso.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome terug. You are with Expresso. Thank you so much for joining us. Where have you been, man? Where have you been all morning? We've eaten. Yo, that icing was great.
I'm still hyped.
Ooh, it's delicious. Well, we're going to hype it up even more. Why? Because it's up Friday. It's time to get into the vibe of a smooth weekend. And we all know what that comes in keeping things smooth on a Friday. That's why we do it. There's nothing smoother than a refreshing Tropica and a smooth Friday dance.
Yeah, now today we are tackling the smooth, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly,
Probably
but
not.
it is a challenge that's taking everyone by storm on TikTok. And I'm actually loving it. I could just say that all day.
Oh, there we go. Now you're smashing it off. If you haven't seen the smooth challenge before, take a look at this.
She and I just rating this new
Yeah, I know, like we know.
we can dance
Yeah,
even.
exactly.
Also,
Exactly.
do you feel like they just don't have any knee joints? There's like cartilage there.
Yeah.
How do they do that bendy thing?
Rubber children, rubber kids. It's a rubber generation. Well, it might not seem that complicated, but for some, it might not be that smooth. Take a look.
You see, now that I can relate.
The knee went.
The knee went. I love it. And that's something we can all get down on. But here's another smooth example of this exciting dance challenge. And maybe try and get your squad or your crew involved, whether it be a friend or maybe even a dog, just like Nombusa. Yeah, check
No
this
ways.
one.
First of all, the watermelon. What was going on with the watermelon?
Like
I was like,
You know, oaks normally have like bread and stuff. In,
hype melon.
That's like the future. I like it. It's organic.
An organic hype melon. That's what we're going to sell. Well, we simply had to give this smooth dance challenge a go on the show, and I think our team nailed it, but you can decide.
Well. What do you think of me in the front there with the cap?
Yeah, you were very good there. Yeah, you were
good,
very,
eh?
very, very good there. You've improved so much.
Thank you, G. Thank you.
No, Lucian, thank you so much. Well done, guys. Well, you can visit our social media pages and tell us if you think our attempt at today's Tropica Smooth or Not Smooth Cause challenge was as smooth as we think it was, or maybe not so smooth. And if you are going with the not smooth, then jump in on the smooth action and you show us how it's done, please.
I like that. Now, don't forget, if you want nothing but the smooth vibes this weekend, simply grab a Tropica because there is absolutely nothing smoother. Yes.
The other day, Junior with the big hair went for a haircut. Smooth. Things were looking good until the power cut out.
Not smooth. But don't worry, he called it a half pineapple. I know it's a trend. Nothing smoother.
Tropica.
Made with love by Clover.
It's just about to go on the hour, and that means it's time to take a look at the news this morning. And starting on national fronts, the Department of Health says it is working closely with National Treasury to resolve issues surrounding the placement of junior doctors who will have to do their 2-year internship or 1-year community service next year. However, the department's spokesperson, Foster Mohale, said he could not confirm when a final announcement would be made. But meanwhile, South Africa yesterday recorded more than 22,000 new COVID-19 cases and 22 more people died of COVID-19 related complications. Now, the positivity rate has increased to almost 30%. And now, next up, 4 rhinos, including a pregnant female, have been killed and another injured at the Inverdoorn private game reserve near Cape Town. Now, large caliber fire rifles shells from weapons fitted with silencers were allegedly identified at the scene. Now, 100,000 Rand reward is being offered to anyone who has information that will lead to the successful arrests of those involved. Now, owner Cyril Derman said yesterday they have already instituted a private forensic investigative team and private investigators on a local, regional and national level to vigorously pursue these poachers. Well, wish them the best of luck with that. And for now, it's time to move over to international fronts. And taking place in New Zealand, who are saying they will ban the sale of tobacco to its next generation in a bid to eventually phase out smoking. Now, anyone born after 2008 will not be able to buy cigarettes or tobacco products in their lifetime under a law expected to be enacted next year in a bid to make sure young people never start smoking. Well, the move is part of a sweeping crackdown and smoking was announced by New Zealand's health ministry on Thursday. Now, the crackdown has obviously been met with mixed reactions. And next up, the UN World Food Programme has suspended the distribution of food aid in 2 villages in northern Ethiopia after gunmen looted the programme's warehouses. Now, the UN says members of the rebel forces in the Tigray region detained staff with firearms and fled with large quantities of essential food supplies. Now, residents of the region are facing severe famine due to the ongoing civil war between the government and regional forces. Now, after more than a year of fighting, some 9 million people are in need of emergency food supplies. And now, on a little bit of a lighter note, TV's famous captain James Cook, commander of the starship USS Enterprise, once said, "The trouble with immortality is that it's boring," unquote. But how many people would actually agree with him? Well, apparently not as many as one would think. So scientists at Texas University surveyed more than 900 adults and discovered that only 33% would be willing to take on immortality pill if it actually existed. But then they broke down the actual results into age groups. Now, those between the age of 18 and 29, a group of senior citizens aged 72, and a third group whose average age was 88. Now, each group reached majority consensus that they wouldn't wish to live forever, but among those choosing to take the theoretical immortality pill, there were differences about what age they would prefer to be frozen. Now, the younger group chose 23, while the oldest age group picked 42 years old. Now, more men also said that they would take the pill other than women, so it's probably fair to conclude life is in fact good. Well, on that positive note, I'll leave you with the rest of the headlines. And coming up right now is the sport, and here to send us into it is the G-Man.
I'm the perfect age. There is a positive. Well, let's kick off our sporting news headlines with, I think, a lot of anticipation ahead of this weekend's major fixture. Liverpool legend Steven Gerrard is going to be returning to Anfield for the first time as a manager. That's when he leads, of course, Aston Villa out tomorrow. So the former Liverpool skipper has won 3 out of his 4 games as Villa boss and will be looking to get one over Jurgen Klopp, who, of course, gave him his first job in management back at Liverpool's academy. And elsewhere, we've got our league leaders at the moment. Man City, they're at home to Wolves, while Chelsea will be up against Leeds. Then Arsenal, they host Southampton, and Man United are away to Norwich. Then on Sunday, Spurs will be travelling to Brighton, and Leicester will face off against the Geordie Army. Then staying with footballing news from last night, runaway league leaders Mamelodi Sundowns know they can't take anything for granted when they come up against their fierce Tshwane rival SuperSport tomorrow. We love this fixture. Sundowns have won 10 of their 14 league games so far this season, so form certainly on their side. While SuperSport, they've only won 1 of their last 4 matches. Before that clash, Orlando Pirates host TS Galaxy. Cape Town City, they're away to Baroka, and then on Sunday, Kaizer Chiefs will play the very high-flying surprise outfit Sekhukhune United. Then onto 4 wheels. History will be made after 21 races and countless memorable moments, some positive, some negative, during one of the craziest and most entertaining Formula One seasons ever, I think. It all comes down to one final race. So 7-time defending champion Lewis Hamilton and his title and fiercest rival Max Verstappen will duke it out for World Championship honours as the 2 drivers head into the final race of the season level on points. As if that is not dramatic enough, there might be some added spice given what happened in the last race. Hamilton and Verstappen came together more than once in Saudi Arabia before the Brit won out to set up this thrilling season finale. There is an air of uncertainty about who the winner is going to be, but one thing is guaranteed, that, as I said, history will indeed be made on Sunday. Then on to rugby news. Rugby World Cup winning prop Vincent Koch has joined English Premiership side Wasps ahead of next season. The 31-year-old played over 100 games for his club Saracens during a 6-year stint that saw him win European and Premiership titles. On making the move, Koch said that it's time for a change and a new challenge as he looks forward to the next chapter of his career. Wasps are currently in 9th position on the Premiership table with just 3 wins from 9 matches, so they can use him up front. Well, that's where we leave our sporting headlines for this hour. We'll touch on them again at 8 o'clock right now, though. Let's get into the weather.
Thanks so much, G. Now for a look at the weather this morning and the long-term drought in California, in the US, on which we have reported over the past few months is about to be broken. Now, this is a long-duration storm which the potential to unload a month's worth of rain in a few days and as well deliver blockbuster snow to the mountains of the west coast. Now, it is forecast from this weekend to next week. But although heavy rain and snow will be beneficial for drought relief, it can lead to major problems for travel as well as pose risks to lives as well as property. As the storm slides from north to south along the west coast, a fire hose effect of moisture, known as an atmospheric river, may lead to rainfall rates of 50 milliliters per hour for a time and snowfall rates of 100 milliliters per hour over the mountains. Now, thoughts definitely go out to those in these affected areas. But however, back on our own shores, we look to our South African skies as we continue to showcase the sunrise images taken by our incredible Expresso crew. Now, one of our talented producers, Tatum Ludolf, captured these two absolutely beautiful images taken in Muizenberg. And the first one was when she was leaving for work, and the second as she stopped to take a moment to appreciate the beauty of the sun coming up. Magnificent stuff indeed, Tates. And then our graphics operator, the beautiful, gorgeous Jane Ann Wilson, captured this stunning shot of the morning sky with pink hues scattered across the incredible sky that we have been blessed with. Thank you so much, of course, to our crew for making me smile this morning. And for you, Mzansi, keep sending in your pictures because we absolutely love seeing how you start your day, wherever you may be in South Africa or, hey, maybe even the rest of the world. But for now, let's take a look at the temperatures across the country, starting off in Polokwane. Thunder showers coming through with a low of 17 and a high of 27 degrees. Umbabela starts the day on 20, moving up to 31 with thunder showers coming through. Pretoria, very similar thunder showers, 17 is your low and a high of 27 degrees. Johannesburg starting the day on 15, moving up to 25 degrees. And Mahikeng, your day starts at 18, moving up to 30 degrees Celsius. Klerksdorp, you can expect thunder showers with a low of 18 and a high of 31 degrees. And much the same for Kimberley with a low of 17 and a high of 31, with those thunder showers continuing in your part of the world. And then moving over to Bloemfontein, much the same when it comes to the thunder showers, 15 being your low, moving up to 29 degrees. And then in Richards Bay, no rain, but a nice temperature of 24 to start the day, moving up to a nice warm 34 degrees Celsius. And then Pietermaritzburg starts the day at 18, moving up to 32 degrees, with thunder showers coming through at your side too. But Durban, no rain expected, 23 is your low, moving up to 29 degrees. Mthatha sees your day starting at 18, moving over to 34 degrees, with thunder showers coming through. And then over in East London, your day starting at 21 degrees, moving all the way up to 28. Cradock, your day starts at 18, moving up to 35 degrees Celsius. And then in Gqeberha, the day starts at 19 and moves all the way up to 25 degrees. George sees no rain as well, with 17 being the low and a high of 23 degrees. Cape Town, 15 being your low and a high of 24 degrees. Worcester starting the day at 14, moving up to 31. Sutherland, your low is a 9 and moving up to 29 degrees. And then Uppington seems to be the hottest one of the day, a minimum of 20 and a high of 37 degrees for the day. Well, that's the end of the news report for now. We'll catch you in the next hour. And of course, you need to not go anywhere because some magic coming up. The man, the myth, the rock legend himself, Anu Carstens, is in the building. He's waiting by and ready to deliver some absolute live magic. So don't go anywhere, Mzansi. We'll see you now.
Tune in to Expresso weekdays at 6 a.m. from Monday the 6th to Friday the 10th of December 2021 to stand the chance of winning one of 5 mattresses worth 9,000 Rand each. Oh yes, to enter, reply to the daily competition post on Expresso's Facebook, Twitter or Instagram page and answer the question including the competition hashtag #SloomSleep in your answer. The competition will close on Friday the 10th of December 2021. T's and C's can be found on expressoshow.com.
Challenge the expected with AEG this festive season. Stand a chance to win your share of 100,000 Rand with AEG on Expresso so you can impress in the kitchen.
So that's 10 of 10,000 Rand to 10 very fortunate winners.
To enter, go onto Twitter or Expresso's Facebook page and comment on the AEG post telling us how you will plan to change up the celebrations this holiday season with hashtag AEG Festive Flavor.
And we could be calling you live on Expresso to announce your 10,000 Rand winnings.
So elevate the everyday in your home with AEG this holiday season.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh, I like that little tune. That got me in the mood. It's a Friday, so we want to take the pressure off. And I think with our hectic lifestyles that we tend to lead at the moment, indulgence might be something as simple as just sitting back, relaxing, and having an evening of pure solitude. I know right now there are moms going, oh, please, just one night. The last thing I think moms feel like when they get home on a Friday evening especially is spending hours in the kitchen while we welcome back our favorite mom and chef and all-round wonderful human being, Chef Chumi to show us how to make a simple, quick, easy, and yes, delicious meal. So simple that you'll be enjoying the weekend with the fam in no time. What's on the menu, Chef Chums? I'm smelling something
Jennifer
delicious.
Hudson said it. She said, one night only.
Oh.
So.
Okay, let's give our moms that night. Let's give our moms this night.
Let's start it off with you. Firstly, whisking some eggs for me there,
Okay.
and then passing those over so I can start frying them. So
whisk-
we're making a tasty egg fried rice.
Did you give me the smallest bowl on the planet on purpose, or is that just...
I wanted to taste your capabilities, but then I realized this is not the show for that, so it's fine.
I love
Just
it.
whisk them up, pass them
Cool.
over to me, and then
will.
what I will do is I'm going to start the base of our egg fried rice. Now, a lot of times when people make egg fried rice, what they want to do is fry the eggs on the side, take them out, put them back in the pot.
Okay, for sure.
I'm saying let's take it up a notch and maybe do it how they normally do it. I just don't have a wok and I don't have the theatrics for it.
Okay.
But hopefully it turns out as great.
I'll imagine it. I'll imagine it. So you're a mom and you're a chef, okay?
Yeah.
So there is an expectation, obviously, that you're going to be cooking a lot. We explore parenthood, you and I, a lot on this show.
We do.
What does motherhood mean to you in this space? Like, why is cooking the right thing for your little man so important?
Just pass me my eggs and then I'll be able
How
to
did I do?
as efficiently as I can.
I'm just giving it, needs that last bit. How's that?
I think for me, more than anything, it just means being able to watch carefully what I give to my child.
Yeah,
because a lot
know
of
what's
times,
in it.
Yes.
Yeah.
A lot of the times we as parents are there thinking, I want to make sure my child eats really well, but then we don't understand the labor that it comes with, because you need to also make sure that the food is good. Not only with just the preparation, but you also need to make sure that it keeps well, it keeps the child nutritious, keeps them,
And
alive
they're
and
actually going to
healthy.
eat it.
Yeah, they
So
actually
it
have
needs
to
to
eat it.
taste delicious.
It has to be fun. So recipes like this are perfect for that, like being able to incorporate stuff like your eggs in there, your veggies and stuff, and then using the Simply Chicken product for me is perfect because of the fact that it uses real chicken. You don't have to worry about the stress.
And nothing,
You know?
absolutely nothing else. No added
Exactly.
MSG, no pork,
None of that
nothing.
stress. All right, and the other thing is, even though I'm going to be making
look at
this
the
in a
magic.
pan,
Yeah.
most people would think, oh my gosh, can I use other different types of ways of doing it? Definitely. You can even try air frying, because we're about to put those babies into the oven right now. And instead, if you want to, you can also do them in the oven.
I found a little surprise.
A little surprise.
Simply Chicken sticky barbecue sauce. Oh my goodness.
That's why I've got this hot water over here. You can also
it's
just
like
start mixing.
Christmas.
You can start mixing up that sauce for us.
Sauce. I feel like I just won past the parcel at a party. Go.
All right, and then I'm
Okay, so this is going in the warm water.
That's
eh?
going in the water, and as you go in, you can also whisk away, sir.
Thank you.
That way we make sure that it doesn't have any of those lumps in there. And then the egg fried rice is starting. I don't know if you can hear that sizzle.
Yeah.
So I've added our chicken, rather. I've added our rice, and I've put the eggs to the side so they don't burn.
Okay.
But I'm mixing up the rest of the ingredients.
And the rice
here.
you've cooked, eh?
The rice is pre-cooked, yes. You want to make sure that it's cooked as al dente as possible, because if you're going to be cooking it again on the pan,
for
you don't
sure.
want to overcook it. So.
Yeah, it needs to have a bit of body. You don't just want to mush.
Correct.
Yeah, you want some texture. Any particular rice? Does it really matter?
It doesn't really matter for me. I also still like to use basmati rice for these these kind of dishes because it also has its own kind of flavor and that aroma in it, and it works so well with the ingredients we're going to put in here. I've got some peas, I've got some carrots. I'm going in with a touch of sesame oil. Try not to go too much with the sesame oil because it can just overtake the
Yeah, it's a
dish.
very strong flavor, but it's a lovely, especially in this kind of Asian cooking. It adds a beautiful note. I think for me, it's a finishing touch. Okay, our beautiful sticky barbecue sauce is looking magical. There we go.
That looks well done, sir. Now what we do is we bake our Simply Chicken bites in the oven for 20 to 25 minutes at 220 degrees. And like I said, if you want to, you can also pop them into your air fryer. Just check the cooking instructions there. And then once you're done, you're going to top our dish here that we've made with our Simply Chicken bites. And if you want to, you could even add some of that sauce in here and give it that additional, you know...
Oh, yeah, for sure, I would do that. Yeah, no, do it. Do it, girl.
Why not?
We've got the sauce, so do it.
And also, you don't want to add too much because we don't want it to stew. You don't want it to stew. We want it to still fry. And I mean, look at that beautiful
oh my
shine.
goodness!
I mean, that right there.
I think you've hit on something really special with that sauce permeating through everything. I love that. You've got the texture, an added extra textural element. Oh, beautiful. Sesame Bay. I love that. Absolutely beautiful. Well, you can keep your weekend meals tasty and, yes, simple with Simply Chicken. To get your hands on this delicious recipe, visit expressoshow.com. And for more quick and easy recipes, I really do suggest that you follow them online. Go at Simply Chicken ZA on Instagram for daily culinary inspiration. Simply Chicken also giving one lucky viewer the chance to win an Instant Vortex air fryer every week over the next few weeks, just like Winley did last week. Simply reply to the competition post on the Expresso Facebook, Twitter or Instagram page and share your hashtag RealMom Festive Kitchen Hacks. Maybe give us a hack we haven't had on the show yet. Not only do you stand a chance of winning this amazing air fryer, but also being given the opportunity to tell your story on Expresso Live and then automatically be entered into that grand prize draw for 10,000 Rand. It could be yours. That's a lot of chicken. Don't forget to include hashtag RealMom in your answer, and that competition closes at midday today. You can find all the terms and conditions on expressoshow.com. This is quick, it's simple, it's easy. If you don't believe me, watch this.
Yes, Mzansi, the time, the moment that you've been waiting for. The legend is here, has been standing by, and let me tell you, this is going to be absolutely exceptional. Anu Carstens is an award-winning singer, songwriter. You know him as the lead singer of the Springbok Nude Girls, but he's also an accomplished solo artist with 7 studio albums. Now, his latest album is titled Out of the Light and Into the Night. And here he is with one of these performances right now. It's an exceptional one. The stage is yours, my friend. Anu Carstens, About a Girl. Take it away.
Thank you.
I met a girl called Pleasant, #1 serviette, sweet lemon gin, cold chili sweat. She said I remind her of a boy long time ago, skinny bag of bones and a crime to uphold, but he was sweet like a wooden leg. I said I knew a girl that was so incomplete, one twitching eye and a mouth from the ditch, but she was sweet and I wouldn't care. So rest on the shadow the shady leaves we bring. I will roll down the window and let it all in. You're the plague that I will never regret. So rest on the shadows of the bellowing smoke. I will steal every moment as you let me in awe of your displeasure in me. I met a girl called Pleasant who used to call me Rat. In a figment of my imagination, we were better than that. Complete, no defeat. She said one day you'll grow up to be the tallest skeleton, and the whole block will stop, and the penny will drop. There'll be just different tides on the beach. So rest on the shadows of the shady leaves we bring. I will roll down the window and let it all in. You're the plague that I will never regret. So rest on the shadows of the bellowing smoke. I will steal every moment for the warmth you've exported. I guess we were always meant to be.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. You're live with Expresso. Thank you so much for keeping it locked. Let's connect with you now and continue the conversation online. We put it to you guys this morning. Quite a difficult question, I would imagine, for most. If you could eat one thing for the rest of your life, what food would you eat forever without getting tired of it? I've changed my opinion quite a lot here. So Shireen David saying, good morning, definitely chicken pizza. Well, you're in luck, stick around. We've got something coming your way in just a moment. Melanie Damon saying, a bacon sandwich, nice. Zandila saying, avocado and egg. Yeah, I'll probably have that for breakfast more than other things. So I'm with you there. Josephine saying, good morning, family. I can eat seafood daily, my favorites. I love that, a lobster daily for the rest of your life. I think you can get down to that. Some really good ideas there. For me, maybe a steak, a really nice ribeye steak. I don't know. Let us know. What is your favorite food? What is that one thing that you could eat forever without getting tired of it? Maybe it's this as we whip up. Yes, it's a pizza with a bit of a spin.
A bit of a spin, because it's Friday, of course, we've got to celebrate all the good stuff happening this Friday. And I'm here with Chumi herself. We're going to be doing something special right now. It's all about Friday celebrations. It's all about planning for the night ahead, getting the weekend feels, and I think this is going to be an exceptional one. So for you, Mzansi, you've made it to Friday. So obviously, while we celebrate Friday, we're going to do it with a pizza. Now, we have a delicious cheesy chicken pizza pinwheel recipe just for you, and we're making it with the pizzas. Well, with the pizzas probably, and in my opinion, the thing it wants to be in the most right now is the AEG appliances, and we've got one right now that we're going to be making with it, and that means you're guaranteed to challenge your actual expectations. Yes. How are we doing this? I'm excited. Yeah. I'm ready for the weekend.
Let's do it.
And if I see what's on the other end of the table, they look absolutely incredible.
Well, let's make it.
Yes, please. What's the game plan?
You're going to start off by slathering that tomato sauce onto our puff pastry.
Okay.
And the reason we've chosen puff pastry because of the flakiness of it. I think if there's one thing I love about using puff pastry is those layers that it gives you, that crunchiness on the outside, that soft texture on the inside, and then being able to pair that with these ingredients. So imagine a pizza pie. That's in essence what I would call this.
You just said it. I just thought about it in my head, and it has come to life. This is a great day. A pizza pie, basically. Wow, I'm ready for it. Okay.
Now, so the most important thing is to make sure that you obviously don't overfill the pinwheels because we want to make sure to get them as beautiful as they look right there. But also you want to make sure that the puff pastry cooks right through to the last layer that we've got there, as you can see. So you don't want to overfill it, and you also don't want to roll it too tightly because you want to give the puff pastry enough time to steam and also give those flaky layers throughout. So we're starting off with our
cheese.
What's that?
Mozzarella.
Tomato sauce, and then mozzarella and Emmental.
Yeah, I've already put the paste down. Of course, the paste is there. Now I can throw my cheese on.
You can throw some cheese on, and then not too much as well, because we've got another kind of cheese. We've got some Emmental in there, and then we've also got our chicken that we're going to be adding to there. So like I said, a lot of people make the mistake of overfilling. Try to minimize the ingredients that go in there, but just pack flavor in them. So the chicken is already pre-cooked. It has its own flavors. The tomato sauce has its own flavors. So imagine the flavors of the cheese, the tomatoes, the chicken, as well as the herbs that we're going to be adding. We've got some oregano. We've got different herbs here. You can choose fresh herbs if you like, but the thing about these is that they hold integrity more. So
I like this. We're making it all from scratch. We're challenging ourselves. And I see other few people out there also doing the same thing. And AG has been asking Expresso viewers how they will be challenging and changing up the celebrations this holiday season. And this is what some of you actually had to say. Now, Natasha Ndebele says, this festive, I'm going low carb. I adopted this lifestyle since last year, and my family was very intrigued. Now it's my time to wow them. I want to show them low carb doesn't have to be bland and boring. I absolutely like that. While Tumi's assisting me here, I want to read some of these comments because y'all have come through. And Wilfred Dube says the following. He says, being a heavy truck driver, I've learned some mouth-watering potjie kos recipes. Oh, yum. I love me a good pot of potjie. Now, this festive season, I'm doing my recipes at home. I will be surprising my family with my potjie kos recipes that are absolutely so yummy. Very nice stuff. And there's more comments. We've got Thavir Bajnath says, I will be rocking my Santa suit all December, spoiling my family with homemade meals whilst they watch Christmas movies and spread Christmas cheers by being involved in giving treats every night to the kids in our area. Last one over here seems like Sine Tembe says, I will be baking 10 times more than I did last year because I'll have my little helpers assisting me in the kitchen. Oh, I love this. Keep bringing those comments through, as we'll be announcing 10 fortunate winners who entered to win one of the 10 times, 10,000 Rand on the Expresso pages every day from next Monday. And you can use your winnings to raise your standard in the kitchen with the new AEG gas cooker, which has multiple cooking functions. They've got separate bake and grill options as well, double-layered glass oven safety, thermic fan cooking, and catalytic cleaning, and that is definitely going to raise your standards. Just like we're doing right now. I see you've already helped me here. You sneakily just finished this pizza. That is raising the standards. You cooking like a ninja. The bar's been set. I like that. So what did you do? You got the spices on, you got the chicken on here, the cheese is already set.
Yeah, but I just got the last layer of cheese that you can add there, and then we're going to roll up this baby, cut them up into their pinwheels, and take them into the oven to bake. People, you've got the option. Some people want to put egg wash on top of it. Some people want to put butter, melted butter. You can even go as far as just putting milk on top.
Stop making it go dry?
Yeah, to make it nice and golden brown on the outside. Eggs are obviously the best option because it gives that glossy look, but you could definitely use butter as well. You could definitely use milk as well. Some people choose that. But for that glossy finish, definitely go with the eggs. Now roll it up, sir.
I'm scared about this part because we've done all this hard work. I don't want to mess this up. Which side am I rolling from? This way, that way?
Rolling from Is it from the back to the front?
So from my side, all right, let's do
You're rolling
this.
forward.
Let's do it, Raul. Keep rolling, 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 rolling. Keep rolling, rolling.
Well, you're doing quite well. It's not rocket science, when you
It
climb
feels
on
like it.
mountains
When I'm
and
around
all.
you and you set the bar so high, I always get nervous. There we go.
And then you flip
Got that roll
over.
on. Look at that. Wait, let me put it
Well,
on.
you actually could do this. You could serve this as one big baby, right? And that's perfect.
Just like this.
Not like that, South Africa. Like this. We cut it up into little pinwheels.
Oh, okay, fine. You can
up
do it like
this.
that. Well, she's cutting this delicious pizza. Oh, I'm gonna call it a pizza pie. I'm just going with that. We are obviously all very excited to challenge the expected with AEG this festive season. And this is a reminder to enter to win your share of 100,000 Rand, and that's with AEG. Now, you can go on to Expresso's Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram pages and comment on the AEG post telling us how exactly you will be changing up the celebrations this holiday season with, and use that hashtag AEG Festive Flavor. Now, we could be calling you live on Expresso to announce your 10,000 Rand winnings, so head over to the social pages now to comment with your AEG Festive Flavor to enter. And of course, T's and C's can be found on expressoshow.com along with this incredible recipe too. Nice stuff, Tumi. Popping it in the oven?
Why not order from your oven? With precision, raise your standards and make it matter. AEG. Challenge the expected.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh, welcome back. Thank you so much for keeping it tuned in, dialed in, if you will. It is a Friday, which means it's the weekend and an opportunity for us to kick back and relax, maybe take in a few movies. We're going to have a little bit of fun right now. And of course, we've been focusing on so many amazing movies that are coming out for this festive season, kind of December upswing in the movie theaters. And it doesn't get much better than going to the movies when you do have a bit of free time, and especially with some of the movies that are showing at New Metro at the moment. So we're going to have a little bit of fun right now with some of those favorite movie stars, where I'm going to put Chef Chumi and Raul to this. You look nervous, but don't be nervous, man. You can do this.
I'm so bad already in this day and age when we wear masks and you just see eyes.
I'm the same, dude. People have to go, when they talk to me, they have to lower their masks. So clearly I lip read as well, which I didn't realize. But we're going to have a fun time identifying the famous stars via their eyes, okay?
Right.
Which I don't know if this is going to be really easy or really difficult, but I think we're going to have a lot of fun with it. So I will give you a little clue along the way, but I'm going to ask now if we can bring up our first set of eyes.
All right.
Intense, dark, and
whoa, those
brooding.
are some
I know this
dangerous
one.
eyes.
I know this one because I had a huge crush on him.
Really?
Sometime.
I thought that was me for a second.
So it's not me either.
Oh, dash. Okay, I'm going to give you a clue. He's got big muscles, and his movie, one of his movies, has a lot of sand in it.
Ooh, I think I also might know.
Okay, Chumi, give it to me.
Jason Momoa.
Is it the movie Dune?
It could be. It might be. One of the greatest, undoubtedly best movies ever made, according to JP Sebastian. Let's have a look. There he is.
Nice.
Jason Momoa.
Nice.
And he does seem like the most wonderful guy as well.
Wait, you said you used to have a crush on him, now what?
What happened?
Then I grew up.
Okay. No, I have a crush on Jason. I have a crush I really do. Okay, 1 point. Boom, nice. Come on, get off your bum, boom. Okay. Let's bring up our next set of eyes, please. Oh, here's a clue. A clue in accordance with this film.
Oh, yeah, man, that's my boy.
Yeah, man.
Nah, this is a story all about how my life got flipped and upside down. I'd like to take a minute to sit right there. I've been the prince of a town called Ballet.
I'm minusing a point from both of you because that was so ridiculous and cheesy. No, you're on the money. It's big.
Willie
in the hizzy. Oh, is
and
this
of course,
from that new movie King Richard as well?
Yes.
That's a goodie with the Serena Williams sister.
Yes,
Serena
he
and
obviously
Venus.
plays the role of their father and will do it. I think for me, in the biopic, he is able to kind of become another person. Absolutely amazing. Okay, let's bring up our next set of eyes. And I'll give you a clue. She also sings.
Yes.
Yes, she says. Yes.
Shadow, yes. I know her stage name. I don't know her real name.
Should we say
Does she have a real name other than the main name?
I was like,
without a surname.
Yes, that's what her mama named her, okay? Yes, she's got a... I think we should say she also acts.
Yes,
oh, yes, 100%.
She also sings.
100%. She blended the two perfectly.
Or maybe once you get an Oscar nod, it becomes you also sing. Who is it?
It is her first name Lady, surname Gaga. I don't know this one.
And we do go Gaga for Gugu in Gucci. We love it. Let's move on now to our next set of eyes. And I'll give you a clue, okay? This particular movie is about the supernatural.
Who is so angry and shocked? I have no idea.
I'm seeing a mix of two people here. I'm seeing Tom Cruise and Matthew McConaughey. So I don't know who this exactly is.
Wow, I'm seeing someone else, and I actually have no idea.
I see Keanu Reeves in there a little bit, maybe. I don't know why, but I'm actually not.
I cannot.
He's got like blue eyes.
It's a tough one. We're going to have to see, because I don't know. We're going to have to... Let's see, it is normally a very funny man, and he is playing a part in Ghostbusters, the reboot. It's Paul Rudd.
Okay, I should get a point, because he looks closest to Keanu Reeves.
Minusing a point for me. Okay, let's bring up another set of eyes. I'll give you a clue. She also speaks Spanish.
Yes, she's yes.
Who is she?
Yes.
She's Miss Yes.
Yes.
She is eternal.
Catherine Zeta-Jones.
It's not.
Salma Hayek.
Boom. Well done.
Oh, nice.
Okay,
nice.
last one. Okay, let's get those eyes up. This clue feels like it's going to really give it away. He's also dating Zendaya.
What's this guy's name? I can't remember. Oh, the Spider-Man guy, right? Like, what's his name? Oh.
I'll tell you what. I'll take Spider-Man.
Okay, yes,
I'll just take Spider-Man. There he is, Tom Holland, who, of course, is about to go, I think, a rung up in his celebrity with the latest Spider-Man edition that kind of blends realities, where every Spider-Man comes back. Guys, you did well. I'm going to give it to Chef Chumi. She had it with that first Oscar. Congratulations. Oh, man, we absolutely love to play a little bit of fun and games. And if you're thinking about the movies now, hopefully, we know that they can be a little bit expensive. But here is the good news for you at home. If you use your Nedbank card at New Metro, you'll get 50% half off any 2D or 3D regular tickets, plus another 50% off any medium popcorn and a cool drink combo. So that is basically like buying two for the price of one. And if you're a lover of movies and have a big family, then you can take out your Nedbank card just to capitalize on this deal. Think about that, 50% off. And we'd love to know what you're going to be watching at the movies. I think I'm going to go watch Dune again. I have to.
Never think 100 Rand is just a clipper. It's a fresh fade or prepaid electricity. It also gets you a gold credit card from only 40 Rand per month, and you still get change. So, do you want a bank that takes your money or a bank that takes your money seriously? Get a Nedbank Gold credit card that helps you afford more.
So I think, you know, on this show, we are all about the flavor, especially when it comes to the food that we are making. We do take a lot of pride in eating every ounce of food that we produce because we love it. And if you've got something that can add even more flavor to food, then you have certainly got my attention. And if it's healthy too, then you have my full attention. So looking at what we're making today, it is a mouth-watering, spicy chorizo stuffing. I love love stuffing, oh my word. And this is the perfect indulgence to make that, take your festive flavors one step higher. Oh my word, Chef Chumi, this is my vibe. You don't understand. I love stuffing. So my mom makes extra bowls of stuffing for me at Christmas.
Just for you to eat.
Because I love it. I love introducing a little bit of meat because of the fats. And chorizo has a lot of fat.
You got it right. That's exactly what it's supposed to be. Stuffing, because most times stuffing is used in like inside of big cuts of meat.
Yeah.
The reason you want to add that additional, meatiness in there and the fats in there, it helps to keep it moist from the inside out.
I love
And
that.
the other reason why I love stuffing is the fact that you can take them, cut them up, put them,
add them to your stuffing, and I love that. Yeah, it's just going to elevate the meal, and it is. It's a beautiful surprise, but it does aid in the cooking and the flavor development of the piece of meat that you're cooking.
Correct.
So what are we doing this specifically for today?
Right.
It looks like is that lamb?
Yeah, so it's a leg of lamb. You can definitely use that in lamb. You can also use it inside of your chicken. So if you've got a nice whole chicken, chop this baby up, put it inside there. And so I'm going to
100%.
start it off by frying up. And I know most people would think you fry the onion first. I want to fry the sausage first because you want it to render some of its fat already.
And that's chorizo is beautiful because it does have a high fat content. That's
Exactly.
where it gets so much of that beautiful flavor from. Yeah.
So as it cooks and renders off, it releases all of its beautiful aromatics that it already has in it. And then what then happens is the rest of the dish will then be flavored by our chorizo flavors in there.
Oh, I love that.
Spices, the paprika that's in it, the chili that's in it. So we're going to let that fry away. But
Is it actually fine? Yes,
Yes.
it's on. Okay. What do you need from me?
I need you to chop up some herbs for us. We've got some oregano, we've got some sage, and we've also got some thyme. You can just chop up those babies up.
And these for me, I mean, maybe not the oregano as much, but sage and thyme are like...
Yeah.
Sage for me is stuffing. Like that is probably the most important flavor profile. And thyme and chicken really go well. Lamb as well, really good flavor profile.
Is it really stuffing without the sage, though?
No.
You are correct there.
not.
So I've also added a bit of paprika into our bread because the other reason why we add bread is because we need the structure. When you
Okay.
put stuffing inside of anything, you want it to be able to hold its shape, but also to impart flavor. You don't want it to all wither away and disintegrate.
Sure.
So that's why we add the bread there, because it adds that additional flavor component where it holds everything together.
Okay, gives it a
now,
bit
I've
of
just coated
backbone.
our bread here that we've cut into cubes with some spices, as well as some roasted veggies that we had in there, and then a bit of melted butter. And then
Okay.
all of this together with what we've got in here, which is our chorizo, and now some of, I don't know, before we go too far, I want to show you if you can see that the oil is now turning a bit orange, amber.
Oh, it's really
Because it's-
absorbing those
Correct, but it's
flavors.
also releasing those flavors we were talking about that chorizo has.
Oh, and then that's going to coat everything else.
The longer you cook it, the more it releases. But then, because we're working on a budget here in terms of time, I'm going to add the rest of our ingredients, which is our onions. We've also got our garlic and some chilies, and fry these babies up. Put them all together.
And it's got like a slightly Spanish profile developing here. I think
I know, right?
chorizo kind of lends itself to that, obviously, like you say, with the smoky paprika flavors. But that's beautiful. It's fatty. Okay, I've got your herbs for you here.
Would you say this measures up to your mom's stuffing?
She's never done anything like this.
Okay.
I certainly am going to try this.
Okay.
And I'm going to see if I can introduce a new kind of stuffing on our family roster, because this is a big thing.
It is.
It really is. And I'm at that phase now where I'm trying to take over, not the full cooking duties, but bits.
Okay.
Because my mom is amazing at a roast.
Well, you've been
it's like
doing
a thing.
quite
So
well
now,
whenever I'm on.
little bit. Now I'm like, Mom, yeah, I'll put some stuffing. It's going to be amazing. Full of flavor. I love the fact that this is quite versatile, and you don't really think about your stuffing in other large cuts of meat, just chicken. But I love that this is going to add flavor from the inside out.
Perfect.
Chef Chumi, absolutely beautiful. Here are your herbs, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
That is for you. And of course, you guys can find this culinary inspiration on our website, expressoshow.com. Go and try it out. Oh, it looks beautiful.
It's a 1-hour festive dessert celebration on Color Your Plates with Koo. Friday at 7 p.m. as 5 potential cooking stars fight for a spot in the finale.
Create a dessert heroing Koo's range of fruit products.
And joining the judging panel is radio personality and Expresso presenter Zoe Brown.
This was a good first dessert.
Yeah.
It set the standard high.
I'm so covered in cream, I look like dessert.
Who will be Mzansi's next cooking star on Color Your Plates with Koo?
simple as CBD should be.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Yes, welcome back, you beautiful people. It's Friday. We're celebrating. We're thinking about all the magic, and of course, traveling too. It's a big one, eh?
It really is, man. We obviously want to enhance your lifestyle as we move into this wonderful time of the year. And a great way to do that is by experiencing Red and unlocking summer with Vodacom's Red plans and some amazing giveaways.
Now, listen to this. The first 1,000 to switch to Red this summer will enjoy a free one-night stay at any Protea Hotel by Marriott. Any Protea Hotel by Marriott. Do you understand what that means?
Crazy, man.
There are a lot of them.
Choose the one closest to your house and stay there. And where you can actually see your house while you're having a little staycation.
And you can point to your house like that.
Love it. Well, there are many travel experiences that one can enjoy with Vodacom Red. And we asked you guys what your favorite summer travel memory is. And here are some of your comments. First up, Cindy Stratum saying my favorite summer travel memory was getting up early as the sun rose, and we then had to be ready to go on a day trip to visit my grandparents. My mom packed a few snacks so we could stop along the way to have breakfast at one of those truck stops which were alongside the road. Hashtag unlock your summer. It's amazing. That's part of most of our DNA.
Yeah, it's so
stopping
true.
At those little places, have your boiled
those
egg.
Little picnic table, concrete sections. I love it. Now, Sushila Singh also comes through and says, my favorite summer memory was when my kids were still young, and during the school holidays, we used to take them to our family on a farm in Stanger or Stanger. I don't know where that is.
Stanger, yeah.
Stanger. Now, they used to have a ball of a time being with their cousins, playing three tins and other games. My fondest memory was when my daughter Arusha Singh used to pack a plastic golf set, and that used to be the first thing in the car for her to take along on a holiday. The good old days when we didn't have much but the bond of family. Hashtag unlock your summer. Hashtag Expresso Show. Absolutely love that.
We had so many great stories, and that made us feel all nostalgic. And we want to hear from you guys. Vodacom and Expresso are helping you unlock summer by giving away a 2-night stay for two at select Protea hotels around the country. All you have to do is reply to the competition post on our Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram and tell us what your favorite summer travel memory is.
Yeah, and of course, don't forget to use the hashtag UnlockYourSummer. And the competition closes Monday, the 20th of December at midnight, and terms and conditions can be found at expressoshow.com.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Switch to Red. Enjoy a free night stay at any Protea Hotel by Marriott this summer. Further together, Vodacom.
All right, Mzansi, I cannot tell you how special this next one is. I had the opportunity to go to KZN, visit the Midlands, and it was absolutely exceptional. Breathtaking stuff. Bucket list memories were made, and here's some inspiration to maybe get you out to this beautiful land. Let's check it out. Just touched down in the gorgeous KZN, but this time we're heading away from their beautiful coastline and going inland to the rolling, lush Midland meanders. Let's go. Marian, how are you doing?
I'm doing fine. Welcome to the Midlands.
Thank you so much for having me. I mean, I've just got in here. The place smells incredible. It looks majestic. But for you being the general manager, obviously, of the Midland Meanders Association, why is this such an enchanting getaway?
This is an amazing place. You smelt it. You felt it. It is green. It is lush. Country air. Beautiful scenic views of everywhere you go. You turn a corner and there's another view which is so beautiful.
Oh, it sounds absolutely incredible. What are some of the activities that one can get involved in over here?
Midlands Meander, the meander means to go slowly, to wander slowly along. And we have 5 routes, 5 self-drive routes that you can actually drive along. Chocolate tasting, which is always great. Hot air ballooning, picnics, fly fishing. Everything is organic. Food is amazing in this area. It just actually tastes different. Everything tastes different. So yes, we love having people because we are hospitable people.
The Midlands Meander is in the heart of KwaZulu-Natal, offering a collection of arranged routes in truly beautiful surroundings, outstanding accommodation, fascinating local events, fabulous cuisine and restaurants, over-the-top adventure sports, historic landscapes, wildlife conservation, and best of all, shop till you drop, unique arts and crafts.
Now, the Midlands Meander is truly a meander of all sorts of cafes, artisans, as well as one-of-a-kind shops. And one place you definitely have to visit when you're out here is the delicious Chocolate Heaven.
Lunga, out here at Chocolate Heaven, a crazy tasting experience, but what was the most interesting pear combination for you?
Well, the most interesting one was the gherkin, because the gherkin is sour, and then you dip it into the chocolate with that sweetness, it sort of offsets, and it just forms like a really good texture in your mouth. It's so good.
The weirdest thing was definitely the gherkin. The gherkins and the biltong was awful. It was definitely awful because it had like the sweet and sour bitter taste, and then it like ended up at the back of your throat. But it was an experience.
Well, the classic dip your marshmallow into the chocolate. I'm making that at home any day.
Favorites was definitely the go-to was the marshmallow and the strawberry.
Chocolate on anything is generally good, so I had an amazing experience.
Wow, what can I say? I clearly now know why they call it Chocolate Heaven. Clearly my taste buds are on fire, absolutely exhilarated, but it's time for my favorite part of this trip, and that's the adventure. Let's go. So we just arrived at Kaarkloof Canopy Tours, and we're about to dive deep into the natural beauty of the Midlands. And we're going ziplining right here in the Kaarkloof Forest Reserve. Apart from all the activities you can do here, the experiences and the memory-making magic, what really stands out for me is the Midland Meanders in its entirety. The area is incredible. It's lush, it's green, it's raw, it's untouched. It has these endless hills that just roll through the landscape. It makes you feel like you're honestly in another country.
3, 2, 1, send it! Woo!
Woo! The ziplining was fast, it was long, and was full of adrenaline action, and especially all the views that we could earn along the way. What a way to explore the Kaarkloof Forest and the nature reserve. It's a mystical place, it's enchanting, it's so lush. It was like Nature Boy's playground coming to life. Look where we are. Welcome to the Kaarkloof Forest. Set aside the Kumgwini waterfall, and it is just pure Midlands magic at its finest. Look at this. Woo! Woo! I don't even know what to say. This place is absolutely incredible, but I think that's a sign off for the day. I think I'm heading back to the hotel, get some rest, and then prepare for tomorrow, because we've got another big day ahead. This truly is an absolutely powerful place. Now, yesterday we had the opportunity to do a lot of adventure. Today we're slowing things down and taking a cultural approach and a view on things. Now, this place is so significant because right here in the Midlands was the last spot that Nelson Mandela was free before he was captured and sentenced to prison. It's not only the physical activities and adventures that you get to do here that has blown my mind away, but also the cultural value, that of Nelson Mandela and the capture site, which was right here in the Midlands Meander. I think that was a significant spot, and it really helps captivate a lot of what he went through and the sacrifices he made for us to be able to actually just enjoy the beauty that we have around us. What a beautiful trip it's been so far. With all these activities that we've had planned over the weekend, today is the perfect opportunity to finish this trip off with some relaxation. We're out here at Bramman Hills to do exactly that. TLC on any getaway is a pure luxury, especially when you have so much adventure mixed into your holiday or destination. For me, it's the perfect balance. It's an opportunity to reflect, to take in the experience, and kind of just unwind. You don't ever want to feel like you haven't recharged on a holiday, and TLC is the perfect way to fill up your cup.
what can I say? I'm feeling like absolute magic, and I know the Midlands has definitely stolen a big chunk of my heart. Now, this is the perfect place and the perfect balance of adventure, memory-making magic, and so many other experiences. What are you waiting for? KZN, the Midlands, is waiting for you.
Ah, you lucky bugger. And I can't believe that place is still captivating so much of me. I feel like half of my soul's still left there. But it's insane to think it was started in 1985. There's over 150 locations to visit. And I mean, gee, you've
I was lucky enough to go to school close to the Midland Meander. That part of the world is amazing. Well, stick around. We've got more magical performances coming your way. Don't move a muscle.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Yes, welcome back, you beautiful souls. And speaking of beautiful, look at this one right here. The man, the myth, the legend is still in the building. He's about to perform some numbers from his latest album. And you do not want to go anywhere. Right now, though, it's time for the news. And here's the G-Man. See you soon.
Thank you so much, Ral. Let's start here in South Africa. Pretoria's University researcher, Professor Mariki Venter, has been appointed chair of the World Health Organization's Scientific Advisory Group for the Origins of Novel Pathogens. So the International Scientific Advisory Team has been appointed to probe the origins of diseases such as COVID-19 and to advise the WHO on a global framework to study the origins of emerging and re-emerging pathogens of epidemic and pandemic potential. They'll also work to understand the origins of the SARS-CoV-2, the virus that causes COVID-19, in fact. Venter also serves as an advisor to the WHO on respiratory and mosquito-transmitted viruses. Then the Department of Health here in the country says it is working closely with the National Treasury to resolve issues surrounding the placement of junior doctors who will have to do their 2-year internship or 1-year community service next year. However, the department spokesperson, Foster Mohale, said he could not confirm when a final announcement would be made. Meanwhile, South Africa yesterday recorded more than 22,000 new COVID-19 cases, and 22 more people have succumbed to COVID-19 related complications. The positivity rate increased to almost 30%. Then on the international front, 17 African countries are taking part in a 2-day democracy summit being hosted by US President Joe Biden. It's billed as an event to discuss ways to defend against the rise of authoritarianism. And observers say it highlights the contrasting priorities of the US and China on the continent. Now, the summit comes just over a week after the Triennial Forum on China-Africa Cooperation was held in Senegal's capital, Dakar, which has grown in significance as China becomes the continent's now largest trade partner. Then a little further afield, New Zealand will ban the sale of tobacco to its next generation. That in a bid to eventually phase out smoking completely. So anyone born after 2008 will not be able to buy cigarettes or tobacco products in their lifetime. That's under a law expected to be enacted next year in a bid to make sure that young people never start smoking. And the move is part of a sweeping crackdown on smoking announced by New Zealand's Health Ministry on Thursday. The crackdown has been met with mixed reactions. Then a few mornings ago, we brought you the news of Tim Gray and his family in New York State in the US, who set a world record for installed the most Christmas lights on a residential property. Now it's time to meet Thomas German and his family. Now they're from Lower Saxony in Germany, and they, like let's say love, clearly, Christmas trees. Lots and lots and lots of Christmas trees, in fact. The German family has scooped the world record for having the most decorated Christmas trees in one place. This after putting up 444 trees and covering them with more than 10,000 decorations in their apartments. So each of the trees was painstakingly and uniquely decorated by hand using 300 strings of fairy lights for the project. It's currently not known how much the family spent on the decorations, but we can only guess it might be quite a few stacks of cash, and clearly Santa is going to have his hands full with that apartment. Well, that's where we leave our news headlines for today. Let's get one last take on the weather.
Thank you so much, G. Now for a final look at the weather this morning, and exciting thing to report on right now. I'm absolutely ecstatic about this. Now, the long-term drought in California and the US, on which we have reported over the past months, is about to be broken. This is a long-duration storm with the potential to unload a month's worth of rain in a few days and deliver blockbuster snow to the mountains of the West Coast in forecasts from this weekend up until next week. But although heavy rain and snow will be beneficial for drought relief, it can also lead to major problems for travel and pose risks to lives and property. Now, as the storm slides from north to south along the west coast, a fire hose effect of moisture, otherwise known as an atmospheric river, may lead to rainfall rates of 50 milliliters per hour for a time and snowfall rates of 100 milliliters per hour over the mountains. Now, our thoughts go out to those in these affected areas back on our own shores. We look out to South Africans all across the country right now. And again, we're thanking everybody for sending in those beautiful sunrise pictures that you have for the day. But for now, to take a look at the temperatures across the country. And starting off in Polokwane, your low is 17, moving into a high of 27 degrees. Mbombela, your day starts at 20, moving up to 31 with thunder showers. Pretoria starts the day at 17, moving up to 27 degrees. Thunder showers coming through your side too. Then in Johannesburg, a low of 15 and a high of 25 degrees for the day. Mahikeng sees a low of 18 and a high of 30 degrees. Out in Klerksdorp, however, your day starting at 18, moving up to 31 with some thunder showers coming through, and much the same for Kimberley with the thunder showers, 17 being your low and a high of 31 degrees. Bloemfontein, you start your day at 15, moving up to 29 degrees. Some thunder showers can be expected your side of the town. And then in Richards Bay, no sun, and well, lots of sun in the sky, no thunder showers, 24 being your low and a high of 34 degrees. Pietermaritzburg, your day starts at 18, moving up to 32 with some thunder showers. And then in Durban, 23 being your low and a high of 29 with sunny skies expected your side of town. Mthatha, the rain continues with a low of 18 and a high of 34 degrees. East London, sunny skies, your side, 21, moving all the way up to 28 degrees for the day. Cradock, you see a day starting at 18, moving up to 35 degrees. And then Gqeberha, sunny skies, 19 being your low and a high of 25 degrees. George, starting the day at 17, moving up to 23 degrees. Cape Town City is starting at 15, moving up to 24. Worcester, starting the day at 14, moving up to 31 degrees. The chilly Sutherland moving up from 9 all the way to 29 degrees. And last but not least, is Uppington on 20 degrees for the day, moving up to a scorcher at 37 degrees Celsius. Well, that's a final look at the weather this morning. Have an incredible day out in the sun. But before you do that, stick around right now, because here's G to plug us into something absolutely special.
Indeed, we've been loving a little new music from the man, the legend, that is Arno Carstensen. He's about to give us another performance. This one's going to, again, make us a little bit emotional, but hopefully elevate this Friday to weekend status. Ladies and gentlemen, performing Empire of the Night, it's Arno Carstensen.
The meeting is 6 in the morning. We need to talk about something. Now here it is. Yeah, people are quick on the trigger. They're getting sicker and sicker. And time partakes in all our subtleties. And I'm on the edge of becoming a criminal. All your friends are as those guaranteed. Yeah, I'm on the edge of becoming a criminal. Time waits for no one. To the unknown, rerun. Super my baby, man, I'm a boat. Treat me, let's go. I'm in the shower, smell the flowers. May the night be so bold. Out of the light, into the night, into the unknown. We run.
Wow! The Empire of the Night. Oh, beautiful stuff. That is available for download on all major platforms of his brand new album. It is beautiful. Out of the light, into the night. Arno Carstens. Beautiful stuff, man. Go!
Tune in to Expresso weekdays at 6 a.m. from Monday the 6th to Friday the 10th of December 2021 to stand the chance of winning one of 5 mattresses worth 9,000 Rand each. Oh yes. To enter, reply to the daily competition post on Expresso's Facebook, Twitter or Instagram page and answer the question including the competition hashtag #SloomSleep in your answer. The competition will close on Friday the 10th of December 2021. T's and C's can be found on expressoshow.com.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Ah, welcome back. Lots of deep breaths. Loving having Arno Carstens here. That's absolute pleasure. One more performance coming from him. But I think now let's turn on or maybe turn up the Christmas spirit.
Yes, please. I can't stop dancing when someone says Christmas. It's the perfect opportunity for us to just celebrate. And what better way to do so than with a festive decor guide from interior designer Dylan Tomage. Check this one out.
Who says a Christmas table can't be modern? I'm Dylan Tomage and I'm going to show you how to put together a monochromatic with a bit of bling Christmas table for the season. So the first thing that we need to do is we need to set the foundation, and the perfect way to set the foundation is with fantastic placemats. For me today, I've gone with a woven placemat, which I think is really fantastic. It's a great way to ground the table and to add texture to the modern look that we're going for. So step number 2 is choosing the crockery. We've gone for black plates, which add to the monochromatic theme. What's really important when you lay these down is just to get them into the center of the placemats. To add to the layering of the table, we're going to add side plates too. And that's a great way to add crockery in a monochromatic way to the table. Step number 3 is to look at napkins. I do prefer a little bit more simple, but we can look at different options just to see how it comes out. So let's see what it looks like if we wrap it around. I mean, that kind of works, but I do prefer it a little bit more simpler. Something like this just feels more textured and more layered. I do think we should go with this look. Now that we've laid the napkin, step number 4 is to choose the cutlery. We've gone for a metallic gold, which really adds to the sophistication of the table. When I lay out the cutlery, I like a more simple look, so I start with the knife, the fork, and then the spoon. The symmetry is really pleasing for me, and it just makes it feel more practical when you get all the dishes. Step number 5 is adding the glassware. I do prefer a thinner stem, and Woolworths have a great selection for that. So we're going to use a champagne glass and a short tumbler for our setting today. I always forget which side the glasses go versus the side plates. So rule of thumb, glasses on your right and side plates on your left. This is my favorite part, step number 6. It's incorporating Christmas decor, and Woolworths have a fantastic range of urban chic decor pieces that we're going to be using on our Christmas table today. As an anchor point, we're going to use these beautiful feathered trees just to create height and depth within our table setting. A fun way to add decorative pieces to the table is to add these baubles to create a little charm that will go around the flute of the champagne glass. I really like mixing the different colors together because it just adds texture and that sparkle. Tie them together, tie another one in case it falls apart, like that. And now we're going to add this to the champagne flute. So tie a few knots behind the stem to make sure that the baubles don't fall off the glass while you're drinking from it. And once you have it nice and secure, it looks really great, nice and fun. You can never have enough sparkle, and Woolworths have a fantastic range of ornamental trees and little decor pieces that you can add to your table. I really love these little trees. They're really fun. I'm going to place them around. All this does is add more texture and more sparkle, and it just makes the table far more festive. I love these baubles with the glitter. It looks like a snow globe. It's great to just put on the table to add texture and a bit more variety. Crackers are a great way to add interaction to the table, and it creates more festivity, and Woolworths have a fantastic selection that will suit any decor setup. I've gone for the graphic white, black and gold crackers that just speak to the modern urban chic look that we're going for. The best way to bring light to a table is with these festive lights. What I love about these is they are sustainably made and they last longer than any other light bulbs. Now that we have this beautiful setting, the one thing that's missing is some greenery. I love the way greenery just brings the table to life and just adds a touch of sophistication, but in a really simple way. Thank you for joining me setting up this beautiful urban chic monochromatic table setting. I've really had the best time. What I love about Woolworths is they cater for the traditional look, a monochromatic, as well as an icy blue, which you can shop in-store, online, or on the app.
Wow, and it just so happens that my gorgeous baby girl, her favorite color combo is black and gold.
Oh, nice. She's already so fancy. I love that. Now, that is absolutely the way to have a Christmas table like no other. Now, if you shop between now and the 12th of December 2021, you get 4 for 3 single Christmas baubles, baubles, and decorations to Woolworths. Why do you say that? What is it?
You said baubles. I like the way you say it.
Okay, I like it. It's really fancy.
Oh, man. Well, this offer is valid in-store only. So please get out there and go and check out, and you'll get some other festive inspiration.
Enjoy the
happy shopping.
Oh, well, look, if you didn't already know, it is December, the festive is here. It's December, and it's all about easy entertaining over this festive period. Now, Woolies did the work for you, so you can spend time with friends and family and celebrate the moments that matter, hassle-free, and now at a great deal, too. And here with the plug, it's Clem Chef in the building. How you, brother?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm lekker, man. I'm excited. I'm feeling like that the festive is within me.
Bonnie
really
M is playing, Mariah Carey's here.
Hey, man, she's hitting them notes. I just want a life for Christmas. See, I can't even do it. I tried.
Wow.
She can do it, and she's giving me the feels, and so is everything I'm seeing right here. What is going on? It looks like Christmas already.
It is, and this is all about convenience. And honestly, the fact that you get Woolies convenience with the same Woolies quality time and time again, I mean, you don't need to be spending all day in the kitchen when it comes to the festive season. Let me talk to you about what I've got.
That's my kind of Christmas, by the way.
It's
I
the
want to
way.
do some things as well, in big families.
Exactly.
Hopefully we're not too social distance, but we need to still operate in those laws and confines. But just to make the time for our family is so important, and this is helping us do that, right?
You know what we did? We started doing Christmas already. We started because we're not going to have like everybody over in one big go. We started hosting smaller groups for Christmas. We started doing it already this past weekend. That way we can see everybody over the festive season, have the festive here's without having everybody in one.
It's like satellite
social.
Christmas dinners.
It
I
just
like
makes
that.
it just spreads out the festive season, which I think is a really great idea.
Zanzi, I love
All right.
it. So what do you got for us?
Okay, turkey. Now turkey is big bird, unless you're going to be feeding a lot of people, it's not necessary. So what Woolies have done is they got the turkey roast with the apple and the cranberry. It is delicious, it is juicy, it is tender. Again, the marinating has been done for you, and because it comes in that bag, while it sits in there, it actually absorbs all the flavors already. So it's going to be delicious and tender. I mean, actually, you know what? Let me just get in there. And even though it's a smaller portion, it's not the whole turkey, not the whole bird, you're still gonna have leftovers, which means tomorrow morning you are gonna have the best toasted cheese sandwich with turkey and gravy for a little dunky dunk.
Question, is this a stuffed turkey?
Of course.
Oh, no, you didn't. Just add a cherry on the top or a flavor in the middle.
You know, absolutely.
Very well
And it's been butter brine, just like they do with the chickens, butter brine. If you want to have something more traditional like a chicken roast, they've got the Tuscan chicken roast, which we know we love. We use it all year round. It is always an amazing piece to have in the center of your table. That's amazing. And also, that in the air fryer. Mind blown.
Oh, no, that is smart.
Then let's talk about the lamb, which we've got the lamb, which again, marinated for you, done for you, trussed for you, in the oven, done, forget about it. This is the guy over here.
But where's the bone on this one?
It's been deboned.
Oh, no, he did it!
Deboned. It's been deboned for you already.
Time. So you're making this easy. I let you don't have to do anything.
You have to do nothing.
I just need electricity and that's it, right?
You know what?
And some plates and cutlery.
About that, do you need electricity? If you've got a beautiful kettle cooker, gas cooker outside, you want to braai this over charcoal, you can do that. And then another reason you can actually do it is because the sides. You come to Woolies, you don't just get the mains, you get the sides as well. So what I've gone for is 2 types of potatoes because we got those people in the family that, you know, some like the potato bake, some like the potato salad.
Wait, who doesn't like the potato salad?
Look,
isn't that like a staple in the braai or in a festive...
My culinary feelings were hurt this year because I had on 2 occasions not good potato salad. And I won't call those people out. But you should not make any more potato salad. You should just go to Woolworths and buy it, okay? So
eliminate all of that asshole.
Stop. Cool. So we've got the sides, 2 potato bakes. We've got the spinach and the butternut. You have the cream spinach. It has to be in the festive table.
Yes.
But you can't just go with the heavy, creamy baked things. You need a salad. So
balance it out.
I did not chop the feta. I did not slice the onions. It's all already in the pack. I just took it out, put it in. That's exactly what I do. So another thing, we've got the pescatarians coming through. We've got the hake bake for them. And I mean, it is so delicious. Go and check that out. It's delicious. So now's the time to actually stock up because get any 2 of the mains, you get 20% off, okay? Get any 2 of the sides, you get 20% off.
Okay.
So again, like I said, I'm doing these mini Christmases now just to keep like social distancing, smaller groups of people coming over. So it's amazing for me now to start stocking up now, doing these events and having enough when it comes to the 25th of December, I'm gonna be done.
But this is also the thing, because I was thinking with your strategy, yeah, cool and all, but you're gonna be busy. You're gonna be busy making food for all these dinners. But when you explain it like this, ain't nothing but a thing. No. It's so easy. It's literally just opening up, plating, and it's pretty much done.
Last weekend, I did a full Christmas table from beginning to end using the Woolies convenience range. Took me an hour and a half, only an hour and a half to do. I'm talking about from seafood to poultry to red meat, right through all the sides, an hour and a half. And in between that, I was socializing and so if I was focusing right there, I could have done it even like a quicker time. And it's that easy. A man alone in the kitchen, man alone, I did it in an hour and a half. So, convenience, it's been a year. It's been like, there's been a lot going on already. Take it easy, focus on the convenience. Woolies have done it all for you already. Rely on them. The flavors are there, the quality is there. Your guests are gonna be happy. You know what? You can even say you did everything from scratch. Woolies don't mind. Just go and make it.
I want to have a taste of this because it looks so good and it looks like you prepared that lamb exceptionally. That's like medium rare.
Yeah.
That is for me. But while you're saying that as well, I also think that, I mean, I'm so confident in what you've just shown me now in terms of preparing a meal that I'm going to put this out there to the world. I'm doing this with utmost confidence. Mzansi, I will prepare Christmas dinner for you. You can come to my house.
Wow.
It's too easy. Whoever wants to come, you can all come. It's on me and Woolies this year, so we can all enjoy it. And look at that. G's
Thank
coming
you.
to the party too. G,
I
look
mean,
how
what's
good,
going on here, guys?
Look how good this
Oh my
is.
goodness.
Oh, yes.
I like my lamb to be quite pink.
I can see that, yeah.
So, I mean, you get the true flavor of the lamb, and it's a little more medium.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? I like when people close their eyes when they're tasting the food.
When I eat this, a song comes to mind.
What's the song?
It's beginning to feel a lot like Christmas.
Oh, yes.
Every single bite. G, you can't even speak, your mouth is so full. I think it's going to stay like that for the rest of this one.
Beautiful, man.
We heard about G and all his Engels and what they do to his tongue. So we're just going to leave it there. But the fact...
The Engel dance.
The Engel...
dance.
Hey, dance now. Okay. Talk to me.
For me, okay, obviously the soft kind of texture of the meat is beautiful, but it's that caramelization on the outside is nailed it. The flavors.
You've got to have that crust. You've got to have that crust. So here's the thing. You just go and get your sides, pick your mains, and play around with the combination. Or get everything. Have an amazing festive
Excuse me,
spread.
sir, please put potato salad. Can I?
Oh, potato salad.
I knew you wouldn't say. I told you, no one does not like potato salad.
Right? Okay, so actually, here's another question. South Africa, tell me, when it comes to potato salad, are you the type of, like, do you like the eggs sliced up in your potato salad?
Ooh,
I
do, actually. I like
do.
that.
Yeah,
I do.
Yeah, that's for me.
I'm the
Guys,
person...
I'm literally drooling. I'm literally drooling down my face right now.
Of course, you can get all these packages, all these deals at woolworths.co.za. It's an incredible basket of magic that you can serve up for Christmas. Your dinner, your lunch, whatever it is that you're doing with the family is going to be leveled up. You're going to get everybody drooling in the kitchen just like G. And clearly, we cannot resist. And it's only early morning.
It is. And if you think this is amazing, next week I'm going to be on the show every single day of the week next week talking about some more amazing Christmas special with Woolies. It's going to be amazing.
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, man.
I got drool on my shirt.
Everywhere.
Just a little bit. It's all good. It's Christmas drool. It's fine.
It is official. Arno Karstens is stepping out of the light and into the night with his brand new album available for download as we speak. Now, the platinum-selling musician joins us in studio for one last performance. It's another song from his brand new album. This one is titled Broken. First of all, you said you were going to get a sound that we hadn't heard before. Was that little... I heard that sound. And then, buddy, how do you get that dance right? How do I do it even?
I've been learning.
What's the key? It's just
I've been learning
loosen
through
the
my
hips.
son. It's called fortnight dances.
I think we are doing it wrong.
Any dad bod can do it.
Okay, there we go. I think I've got it.
Yeah.
I've certainly got the dad bod. I love it. That was Arno Costens live on your Feel Good Breakfast show. We love him. He loves you. We love you. And we'll see you in just a moment. We love you, dude. We really do.
Love you too.
Yay! Arno Costens!
The democratization of gold is here. Accumulate your Kruger Rands on a safe, affordable, and easily accessible 24-hour platform. Register now. Goldbits. Bit by bit.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Welcome back. You are still live with Expresso. Now, as we draw closer to the festive season, SAB is committing to the nation to use its scale, its reach, and its extensive expertise to accelerate responsible consumption through the launch of a brand new evidence-based platform. Now, the new platform is called SAB Sharp, a play on words communicating SAB's leadership in championing responsible consumption through a rallying call to South Africa to be sharp and to make better decisions. Now, we have got SAB VP for Corporate Affairs, Zoleka Lisa, joining us via Zoom this morning. Zoleka, very good morning. How are you?
I'm fantastic, Graham, and thank you for having me on the show this morning.
Oh, Zoleka, it's an absolute pleasure and important for us to have this conversation because we know how numbers climb at this time of the year and are going to be further exacerbated by where the country is right now. So that begs my first question. What prompted SAB to create this responsible consumption program?
I think, Graham, thank you firstly for the opportunity. I'm delighted to share with the audience what SAB Sharp is all about. So firstly, as a company, we really do recognize that harmful consumption is not good for our communities, our customers, our consumers. It's definitely not good for our business. And we fundamentally believe in dreaming big. And one of the dreams we have, Graham, is to create a society where every experience with beer is a positive one. So as you said, we are calling on Team SAB to use all the skills that they have, the reach we have, and the scale we have to accelerate implementation of responsible drinking initiatives across the country. And we are calling on South Africans to be sharp and make much better decisions when they drink.
So how do we achieve this? What are the ways in which we as South Africans can strive to drink responsibly here in our everyday lives?
I think as we are building towards the festive season, there are a lot of things we can do. My first tip is, number one, if you're getting on the road, please do not drive. Use a designated driver or make use of an e-hailing service.
Sure.
Secondly, if you're going to have some drinks this festive season, try and not do it on an empty stomach. Have something to eat. Thirdly, we've got great no and low alcohol alternatives. So try something new and have an alcohol-free beer. My fourth tip is about pacing yourself. Slow down, relax. Our drinks are meant to be savored and enjoyed, and there's no rush. And try an alternate with water in between drinks. But I think, Graham, my last tip is we must recognize we are in a pandemic. And it's so important that if people are out and having fun, that they abide by COVID protocols, that they're safe, they wear their masks, they social distance, and they continue to make sure that we have a safe festive season.
So obviously this has been a grey area for the entire country when it comes to the relationship between government and alcohol. In this role that you're playing now, as vital as it is, are you not taking over the function of government? What is your thoughts on how you're working with that bigger picture?
We definitely need partnerships. I think if we want to get South Africa to be sharp, we can't do it alone. We need to work with communities, with civil society, and definitely with our government. And we've designed the program in such a way that the various pillars have government partners to go along the journey with us.
I absolutely love that. I would imagine this is part of a much longer-term trajectory. If I can ask you maybe your 5-year goals, what are you hoping to achieve long-term with the program?
So we've set ourselves a 5-year plan, Graham. There's 4 areas we specifically focused on. So the first area is getting South Africans to live sharp. We understand how important it is for community to be included in the economy. So investing in over 50,000 businesses to make sure we uplift them and trying to really make sure we also focus on women being included in the economy. So secondly, we want South Africans to drive sharp. We want to reduce road-related fatalities by 10% by the year 2025. And thirdly, we want our marketing agencies, our marketing teams to help us talk shop. We've got amazing brands that have powerful voices, and we want to use that strength to change behavior and drive positive social change. And lastly, we've got an extensive retail base. We work with over 30,000 retailers across the country, and we want them to sell shop, and we want to make sure that they comply with our responsible trading principles.
I've got to ask maybe an obvious question, but probably a difficult one for you. Are you not worried that this constant banning and unbanning of alcohol it seems to have led to this binge drinking culture? How are you facing that and tackling that issue that unfortunately has emerged now over the last 2 years?
Graham, if we take a step back, I think the last 2 years have been incredibly tough for our business, our industry, and our value chain.
Yeah.
We've endured over 4 tough alcohol bans, and we've seen extensive job losses. We've seen taverns close, small craft breweries close. We know that the fiscus has lost money in excise tax, and we've seen a growth in illicit activity. So what our call is to work with government and ask them to engage us early. We really want to be a part of the solution, and we see ourselves being a key part of the economy, and it's time that we balance both lives and livelihoods. And we are committing through platforms like Shop to work with our consumers to make sure that even in a pandemic, they will be drinking Shop.
I absolutely love it. Zuleika, thank you so much. I know that this work really does fall under your responsibility, but that's often not enough to prompt companies to take action on the scale that you are. So thank you so much to you and your team for doing that.
Fantastic. Thanks, Graham.
Thanking Zuleika and her SAB team so much for joining us. An opportunity to raise awareness. I think we all have a role to play, every single one of us, in keeping it responsible and making sure that consumption is done so responsibly.
Such valuable, important information right there. And speaking of drinking, here's another recipe coming up that you can definitely sip on and enjoy.
I'll go. I want a milkshake. Oh, he's back. Oh. Move way.
Clover fresh milk.
Made with love by Clover.
Yeah, it's time to get back into the good swing of things when it comes to the belly feeding magic. Now, you may have been grinding it hard this week. This past week has been hectic and without any time to stop. I know how you feel right now. I can relate to you. But it's time to give yourself a level up with our Sip Up Peppermint Chocolate Bark Shake and keep the energy flowing. And here to show us how is Chef Chumi Chumi.
Sure. Yes.
How we're doing this, you got something special in front of you already, which looks very tempting. You're being naughty.
Yeah, we're ending the show on a high. We're ending this
Yes.
week on a high, and we want everyone to get excited for this week. We want to level up, sip up. We want to just keep those energies up going into this
I love
weekend.
that. So how are we doing that?
We're doing this by making a peppermint bark, and we're
Okay.
starting off with some melted chocolate. So I'm starting off with just some milk chocolate, and this is going to be the base of our bark. You can make it as thick as you want. You can make it as thin as you want. You can flavor it however you like. We've chosen to flavor it with peppermint today because I know that
nice.
peppermint goes so well with chocolate.
It does indeed.
Yeah, I'm going to thin it out a little, but some people do want it thicker. It really depends on you.
Okay.
But yeah, so into that, we're also going into some white chocolate as well. And like I said, you could flavor it up however you like. Some people...
Look how fancy we're getting out here.
I mean, you know, if you want to, you could add some freeze-dried berries to this as well. You could add some dried fruits to it.
Okay.
But
See where
because
you're
of
going.
because of the kind of drink we're making today, we're adding some mintiness into it. So I'm going to add some of our crushed minty chocolate as well to that. And then all that needs to happen now is this needs to sit in the fridge. I'd say keep it at room temperature first, and then once it's come together, put it in the fridge and let it hold its form, and it becomes this. Now this becomes the base of this drink we're about to make.
Shoo.
And what I'm going to do is I'm going to break up a couple of pieces.
Okay.
And then may I ask you then to just start by adding some of our ice cream?
Yes, so we've got some vanilla ice cream over here, all right? I'm going to pop that into the blender shaker. You've already put some of that chocolate in here, right?
Just a little bit, because we still want that additional chocolate flavor, but we don't need too much
The
because...
final hero ingredient, Sip Up. Now, let me talk to you about this because we absolutely are loving it in the studio. Sip Up is a trendy, nutritious dairy snack drink. Now, it gives you and keeps you going right throughout the day. It gives you the energy you need, and if you want to level it up by keeping your energies up, then simply grab any flavor of your favorite Sip Up. Now, if you want to treat yourself this weekend, then try this peppermint bark shake. I think it's going to pair perfectly. We're going to find out right now, and you can also enjoy Sip Up on its own at any occasion, especially during those fill-up moments. Yes, it's those fill-you-up moments, and this is one of them right now. So, without further ado, let's pop it into the blender.
And another thing, sir, you know that this comes in 7 different flavors. So I was talking about just this flavor that we use today, which is chocolate. But the viewers have the option of choosing whichever flavor of their choice, making whatever flavor milkshake of their choice. It's completely up to you.
All right, okay. Well, I've just got the milkshake in here now with the ice cream and some of your bark. What's next? We're blending it up. Let's get our jus
The thicker you
on.
want it, the more runny you want it, all depends on you. You add more ice cream, add less ice cream.
Ooh, okay, I got you there. Well, I don't think this one is going to be too thick. It's not going to be too runny. It's going to be absolutely perfect. Let it be served.
Look at those shakes. Do you like your shakes thick or runny?
I actually like it thick. The thicker, the better, yeah.
Okay.
But I'm not complaining about this because it smells so good already.
you were ready to
Hello.
just
I was gonna just chug it. I was halfway. I couldn't resist there. But I want to do this thing justice. So let's serve it up properly. And you and I can share one of these. So let us do the al dente thing and bouge this one up. Obviously, it is the festive, so we're going and putting in those extra stops when it comes to this.
Correct.
Garnish it with some mint over here. And what are you going to do with the rest of that chocolate, seeing as
my
got
guy.
some of it
Pagat. Put it in there, pour some cream on there, and then once you've done that, we're going to garnish it with some of that cream, the chocolate bark.
It's working. Let's check. Oh, there we go. We're alive. Ooh.
I guess. Talk about overly indulgent. Just throwing.
And then let's finish it off with some of these beautiful pieces over here. And voila.
Now that's what I call a level up.
How's that for some sensation?
You just leveled up for
To me,
real.
Here's one for you.
Thank you,
Here's one
sir.
for me. Enjoy
Cheers.
the festive. And for you, Mzansi, that is a sip up to level up. And remember, you can stay tuned in to the Sip Up social media pages for more information on the next Sip Up to Level Up events coming to a venue near you. Now, if you are feeling lucky, all you have to do to enter the Sip Up Level Up competition is purchase a 250-gram Sip Up in store and dial *120 *6652 hash to enter. Let me repeat that again. *120 *6652 hash to enter, and you can win some awesome customized prizes ranging from fashion to music and sport. And with these grand prizes of a customized iPhone 12 culminating it all, as well as a PS5. So get entering and sip up to level up your game. Your T's and C's can be found on the clover.co.za website. And if you missed the steps to this delicious recipe, well, don't worry, Mzansi, we got you covered. Take a look at this.
Made with love by Clover.
Welcome back. Time to get busy. As Carl always says, kick the coffee table out the way. The Kensington Dance Crew is in the house. They're an after-school program that became a home, really, and a safe haven to so many amazing young people from various communities and backgrounds, offering all sorts of sports codes and arts codes and, of course, dance. And they've entered many competitions, of which they have won the Hip Hop International Dance Competition back in 2017, understandably so. And they are here today to bring you officially the Expresso Friday Dance!
Only one adjective to exemplify your person. Translation, you're late.
Can I get a bump?
Yeah, conscience. Me no offer.
Brand new flow when I ride. DJ, bring that back. You ain't never heard a track like that. Shit might snap, boo go. Roll up in the beans.
You wanna hot butter? Can I say?
Back again, back to them. I lead the pack, so my back's to them. Yup, the queen's back, what's happening? Rerun, about to make these rap again. Tell tip rubber bands on my bankroll. Show my like a stank.
Big bank, tight, low bank, bank. Big bank, tight, low bank. She said, what you gonna do if I leave?
Yes, man! So young and so angry. Why are you so angry? Oh, that was awesome. The Kensington Dance Crew in the house. They've got one more performance to kickstart the weekend. We'll see you now. Beautiful. Well done, guys.
Oh, you can make my day.
Welcome back. A few moments left to savor of your feel-good kickstart to the weekend, man. And they brought the heat in the first Friday dance. And this one won't be any different, ladies and gentlemen. Move the couches, move the coffee tables, move the beds, move your light fittings, move everything. And even your breakfast out the way, because Kensington Dance Crew are going to bring the heat again in their next performance of the official #2 Expresso Friday Dance. Take it away, baby.
Wine and catch, girl, wine and catch.
Me like to brace pan it, me like to brace pan it, brace pan it. I'm like to back it too. Me like to brace pan it, I'm like to back it too. I'm like to back it too. Me like to brace pan it, I'm like to back it too, back it too, back it too, back it too.
I saw you bad.
When me a bend over, me a wine and catch. Inna the air, me a wine and catch. And a girl can't test how me right.
Don't make me go loco. Don't you test my patience. My mind is not sane. I'm beyond insane. But then bad, bad, I'm bad, I'm bad. I'm actually you can tell. Get your heart full sanyas. Shabaka black, yeah, it was. You swear I'm close. I'm bad, bad, I'm bad, I'm bad, I'm actually you can tell. Get your heart full sanyas. Shabaka black, yeah, it was. You swear I'm close.
Yeah. Whoa.
You didn't think we didn't see that sneaky little that you snuck in there. We saw it. Kensington Dance Crew, you are amazing. Please take a big bow, because you are indeed fantastic and you bring the vibe. Thank you so much. Might need to go for some anger management counseling, okay, at some point, but it's okay. Let it out, let it out. Get in here, my friend.
Finish it up.
We love you so much. We'll see you Monday.
Friends are in town, families coming around. Here's to festive celebrations made with love by Clover.